Welcome. It's Ghana versus Chad, World Cup qualifying for the 2026 World Cup. My name is Susu Graham and I'll be your host for today. I'm here with Coach Christopher Nimley and Yao Ajay Minta. We'll be previewing the game before our commentary team comes in, and that commentary team will be Gabi Ofe and Edwin Kwao Kofi. So as it stands, Ghana have 3 wins from 4 with 9 points and are 1 point behind group leaders Madagascar, who have played a game extra. So I'll just bring my guest in. Guys, how are we doing?
Doing well.
We are cool. At the end of the day, it's a World Cup qualifier. It's a must-win game.
So how's everybody feeling about the game? What's the confidence levels like?
Oh, I'm confident Ghana will beat Chad.
It's Chad.
It's Chad.
Yeah, it's Chad.
But coach, remember we said it's Niger.
No, but if you cannot beat Chad,
we said it's Niger.
I understand if Ghanaians are not certain. I understand if Ghanaians are a bit worried because the performances of our team in the AFCON is very, very worrying.
Yeah, very worrying.
And if you couldn't beat Niger, you couldn't. Look, Sudan have shown that they are indeed a very formidable team because they are leading their group in the World Cup, 2 points ahead of Senegal, and they play Senegal this weekend. If Sudan,
Aliou was sacked because of this failure.
Exactly. So if Sudan were to, I'm praying Akwesi beat Senegal, because I think that if they can beat Senegal, they are hosting Senegal. If they can beat Senegal, Akwesi would have done something that nobody thought he could do. Qualifying Ghana to the World Cup was a massive achievement for Akwesi. But if you can get Sudan to the World Cup, that would be far better, bigger, and greater than qualifying Ghana to the World Cup. So for me, if Sudan prevented Ghana from going to the next AFCON, they deserve, because they are by far a better coach team than our team.
And even just talking about things outside football, they have a lot of conflict going on, the war there, so it's even going to be bigger. It could be a unifying moment for the nation. It's very important.
That is it. And for me, I think that if Akwesi can get them to qualify to the World Cup, that is most likely to end the war, because we've seen the impact of football in other African countries. I mean, we nearly had a disaster in Cote d'Ivoire. It took Didier Drogba and his men through football to put an end to a civil war in Cote d'Ivoire. And it would be extremely massive if Akwesi were to... If Sudan beat Senegal this weekend, I'm hoping they do exactly that. If they can beat them, open a 5-point lead on them, I think Akwesi is in to make proper history.
Oh no, you're absolutely right. Yeah, what do you think of the game, and are you feeling so ahead of this crunch qualifier against Chad? I know it's just Chad, but like we've seen the team have some, I won't even say ups and downs. It's been downs. So we've seen the team have downs. So how are you feeling ahead of this game?
Well, I'm feeling confident because it's the World Cup, and we've seen the players of the Black Stars approach the World Cup differently from the way they approach the AFCON.
So you think they weren't serious?
I wouldn't say they weren't serious, but I think they took it for granted. I honestly believe they saw themselves qualifying to the AFCON regardless of their poor performance in those games. That's how I honestly believe they saw themselves, that get a win over either Sudan or Niger in those last 2 games, and you virtually qualify. You end up finishing behind Angola and qualifying to the AFCON. And the next thing they knew, we lost to Sudan, and the next thing they knew, we couldn't even beat Niger. So I think they took it for granted, and before they realized, we were out of the running. And so when it comes to the World Cup, I think there is more focus and there is more attention to detail on the games, and in every aspect of the preparation in the lead up to the games, and even during the games. So for me, I'm quite confident when it comes to the World Cup qualifiers, particularly in this game against Chad, knowing very well that Ghana, we put ourselves in a very good position where we could establish a 4-point lead after we play against Madagascar, let's say we go ahead and beat them. Permutations, normally you have permutations that are associated with negative results, like we lose to let's say Sudan, and we'll start the permutation. Okay, if we can beat Niger and Sudan lose to Angola, then we stand a chance of qualifying.
No calculator.
But in this instance, per the position Ghana is in, the permutations strike a positive note, because Mali will play against Comoros. They've already played against Comoros and they beat them by 3-0 last night. And so that gives us a chance to, let's say, move to the number 1 spot in Group I with 16 points. With 15 points, if we can get to beat Mali, if we can get to beat Madagascar and Chad.
Okay.
And you look at Mali, the highest they can get, because now they have 8 points. It's 11 points
from this international
window. And so we put ourselves in a position where we can more or less be on the road to a situation where we find ourselves like Japan, where they've qualified to the World Cup with 2 games remaining in their qualifiers. So if things go as it should, or as we expect, Ghana, we could put ourselves in a position where, yes, per the permutations, we could end up qualifying to the World Cup even with a game or 2 to spare, because Madagascar, they are leading the group as it stands, and we are playing them next after Chad. If we beat them, we're virtually taking out one contender for the World Cup qualification spot, because we beat them here in Ghana. And so if you beat them away from home, then you've taken them out. Then you're just left with Comoros and Mali, and we host Comoros in Ghana,
and we host Mali too
in the next window,
and we also host Mali, because
exactly,
our first game was away.
And we also host Mali. So if we can take care of these 4 games, then virtually we are home and dry when it comes to qualifying to the World Cup. So I'm quite confident that against Chad, we should win, and I'm pretty sure we will win. And once we get that win, the path to qualifying to the World Cup becomes way more clear, and that would be able to give us that needed focus that, yes, it's within reach, and they will go on ahead to get the necessary wins for us to qualify. So I'm feeling positive.
I like that.
I just want to say something. I disagree with you when he said that during the AFCON our players thought they were the best. We were simply not good enough. We're badly coached. Our players were badly coached, and they were simply substandard. This Black Stars team, you present them to Sudan and Akwesi Appiah all day, we lose.
We'll come to the
all
coach.
day. We will lose. All day we will lose.
We'll discuss the coach in a bit.
So the point I'm making is that, yes, it's good. We are in a very good position in the World Cup qualifiers. Today, without a doubt, I have absolute conviction that we'll beat Chad. I am worried about the Monday game, simply because we rather saw the need to prepare 4 days for Chad, and we've given ourselves only 1 proper day for Madagascar.
But coach, isn't that the fixture list working against us, kind of?
Because no, not working against us.
It didn't work against us.
You have to pick.
We have to choose.
There's a period.
We had a period. We're given from the 17th to the 21st to choose a date in between.
Okay, I understand what you mean. So you're saying that we should have put the
we should have played this game either Wednesday or Thursday.
We should have played it earlier.
Okay, I understand
instead
what you
of playing it today.
Yeah, okay.
Even if we decided to play today, we could have played at 3:00.
But maybe I'm also trying to be fair to the GFA. Maybe you want to make it on a time that's convenient for the fans, to make it an event. Because we don't play many games in Accra. Usually we play in Kumasi, other places. Accra is now getting some football.
We needed to look at the bigger picture. If it's about pleasing the fans, we may not end up going to the World Cup.
And the fans will be happier if you go to the World Cup.
That is it. So which one do you want? So I think that, look, I watch Madagascar beat Central African Republic. The pace, the intensity, the way they were being coached, the chemistry of their game. I am worried for Monday.
Or maybe on the flip side,
I'm telling you,
the GFA wanted to get the guys to get in their groove with
Chad. No flip side. No any better thinking would have been better.
than playing the game early.
If you understand football and you know what goes into the planning of football, as it stands, we play this game today. We close at 9. The boys will virtually get to the hotel, sleep around 11:30, 12.
Midnight, yeah.
Midnight. Tomorrow morning, they'll go and do their shake-up. Latest by 12, midday, 1 p.m. We are off to Morocco. We get to Morocco somewhere around 6 o'clock, 6:30 from the airport.
Yeah. It will be about 4 hours.
4 hours.
Yeah.
So let's say by 6 o'clock, we are in Morocco. If we get to Morocco around 6 o'clock, what time do we get to the hotel?
Maybe 8 or 9 because of immigration and whatever.
Then by Sunday morning, we are doing a shake-up.
So we only have 1 day to prepare.
We don't even have 1 day to prepare. We'll just go and train per the CAF FIFA regulation. I say that on the time 7 o'clock, the stadium will be given to us to go and train. And that training cannot be an intense training.
Yeah.
It cannot be an intense training. And this is what Madagascar have done. They played on Wednesday. They played in Morocco on Wednesday.
Oh, so they are ready. So they've given themselves time to prepare for us.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They have rested 4 clear days. So you look at the people at the Ghana Football Association. You ask yourself, what sort of naivety is
But
this?
coach, I want to maybe push back. Our players, maybe because they are playing in Europe and that kind of...
Every single player in the Madagascar first 11 plays in Europe.
Yeah, but coach, let me finish.
Go ahead.
We have more players in Europe. Maybe the traveling time, getting the squad together. Maybe they felt that if it was Wednesday, maybe they won't even get the squad together in time. And,
Look,
I'm just trying to
understand.
I'm just trying to just give a different perspective.
At most, this game should have been played yesterday. That's what I'm saying. That I would have preferred giving this team 2 clear days of training to prepare for Madagascar, and 2 clear days of training to prepare for Chad. I would have preferred that equation than the equation that says give 4 days to Chad and give only 1 day, not even a day, not even up to a day. So I would say give 1 day
because Friday
to prepare for
Friday to Monday is a very quick turnaround.
That's it.
You don't see that in club football even
At all.
Yeah, you don't see
So
that.
for me, I'm a bit worried because I watched them beat Central African Republic on Wednesday, and they were so intense in their play. They have one of the very proper coach on the continent. He's coached at the national level. He coached at club side in Morocco, in Algeria, and so he understands the terrain.
Yeah, Corentin Martins. He qualified
Mauritius.
He qualified Mauritania to
Mauritania
to the AFCON.
Yes,
2019, 2019,
twice
2020.
in a row.
And he's coached Algerian side, CR Belouizdad.
So if it's, you can clearly see that he had a hand in choosing the amazing thing is that the FA knew, the Ghana Football Association FA knew that Madagascar had chosen to play on Wednesday in Morocco. Why did we choose to play on Friday? Shocking to me.
And I'll be honest,
we will come and talk about that on Monday.
I want to say something as well. One thing I didn't like about this whole build up to the game was all these visits that they were having to do.
I don't even want to comment on that.
And we are talking about
and the most annoying part of it is after the president had gone there, nobody should have gone there again. The president visit should have been the last because it doesn't get better, bigger than that.
Yeah.
But after the president of the land had gone, still Kofi Adams was carrying the people, going there. You see, I told you, look, Kofi Adams, Honorable Kofi Adams, he's going on a journey with Ketu. You saw him when he was talking to the blaster. He was part of Ketu. He's finished. I have said it here. I'm repeating it. He's finished. Look. You don't do these sort of things with these guys. Then you are doing this. I'm a governor.
They're saying they'll lead you astray.
We are here. We are here. I believe the last time we had a proper, successful sports minister, the late Banridu, Honorable Safo Mahama Ayariga, is that Ayariga the current majority? He took us to the final in Gabon, isn't it? I think he was the sports minister at the time. That was the last. Since these people, Ikasena done so then cried and everything. We saw them cried. You understand? That's what the immediate gone sports minister, the least said about the moment you begin to be friends with these people, problem don't come. Problem don't come. And Kofi Adams, you are talking and then you are patting the ticket to well, let's talk the football.
Anyway, so the WhatsApp line is 0549 986 996. So we want to hear from you. Give us your ideas. And just for the record, there's no sports panorama tonight. This is Ghana game. So sorry, we know you Panoramians, you're excited. We know it's Friday nights, but sometimes you have to also be patriotic. So you have to understand we're giving the game a chance. So I just want to say something. So just to give us the tail of the tape before you go into the lineup. So in Niger's last 12 competitive games, they've won 2.
In Chad, you mean?
Chad, sorry. And both were against Mauritius, who are not anyone serious.
That's right.
They've scored like 2-3 goals in that time, considered like 17-18. They are not very good. But we had the same AFCON qualifying record as them, as 3 draws and 3 defeats. So though their level is quote-unquote lower, if you look at the records, we are at the same level. So how do you think that impacts the game going forward? That look, we're in this poor form. What do you expect to see from the players? Because we're in very poor form. How are we going to respond?
It is very simple. Otuado will have to show leadership by example. If you are a coach and you've led such an abysmal, shambolic, unacceptable AFCON qualifiers, you yourself, that when you are on your bed and you are watching the ceiling, deep down you don't deserve to be where you are. By grace, I'll say it, because every other GFA president would have sacked him apart from Keto Kreku. By grace, per the relationship, per the friendship, per the connivance between he and Keto Kreku, that is why he's still in the job. So you look at this massive, huge opportunity given to you for the second time. You should now tell yourself, I will give my very, very best. You should give your best in such a manner that if it doesn't work out, you tell yourself that is the best you could have done. Now, there is the issue of captainship. I hope it has been settled. Because once you change captains, by now, the party Jordan meeting, getting party to understand and telling Jordan that yes, you will be wearing the band, but this is somebody you need on your side. They settled that meeting. I've been told that has been done. Then you take the two of them and go to the players and say, look guys, look at the AFCON qualifiers we had. Completely unacceptable. This current Black Stars have given Ghanaians so much pain. I have lost count of the number of times they've put in us through distress. The recent one, the least said about it, the better. This is a perfect opportunity for us to make the people of this country happy. We are giving you everything you need. We've still not been told what the budget is. The president went to, and I know that the president now is aware. He is in support of the budget not being released. I repeat, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is in support that the budget of the game should not be released to the people of this country. So whatever he said at the State of the Nation address, me, Coach Nimley, I know he was just a fans, because you don't speak like that as a president and not get it to be done. Let's put that aside. So therefore, the entire playing body, if they look at the love that the people of this country have shown to them, forget about Otuado, Partey, Jordan, Inaki Williams, Semenyo, Kudusi. Go onto the pitch and die a little for Ghana. Die a little for Ghana. Show us what you are capable of doing. I don't remember the last time the Black Stars. You see, we are treating this game as if we are playing against the Super Eagles. The last time I saw such things happen,
was when
we were to play against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. You see, we now see our team to be so low and down that we are doing everything practically possible as Ghanaians to raise the morale of these boys for them to perform. I don't have any problem with that. But the boys themselves should look at it. If you are a family member to any of the players there, you should be telling them that this is a massive second opportunity that the people of this country have given to them. step onto this pitch, get this game wrapped up in the first 45 minutes, reserve your energy, and prepare for Monday. Because Monday, if we don't take care, it will be disastrous because of the way we have handled things already. So get onto the pitch if you are an Otorado. Tell them, Pate, Kudus, this is the fact of the matter. These guys have not won any of the World Cup qualifiers. They are by far the whipping boys in our group. Everybody have taken the 3 or 6 maximum point from them, if possible. Get this thing done as quickly as possible so that you come and rest, because the choice of playing this game today as against Madagascar choosing to play the Black Stars on Monday is not in our favor. I've just done the mathematics. They are there resting 4 clear days. We have only just a day to get them and play them the following day. That is unacceptable. It's already there. So if you want these boys to be prepared for that very difficult task, they need to wrap up the game very early today. This game cannot be 1-0 after 60 minutes. Unacceptable. It cannot.
It should be 2-0, 3-0.
By 2-3, you see, by the first 45 minutes, 2-3, quick. Jordan, Semenyo, Inaki. We can make how many changes? 5 changes.
Yes, 5
Pate
changes.
should be one of those changes, because if you look at the imbalance in our team,
I'll come to the lineup.
very
I'll
imbalanced
come to the lineup.
in the whole call-up, especially in midfield. We have limited options when it comes to proper DM play. Having somebody who will do the work out. And Pate has gone past the stage where he will play the role of a workaholic win ball. No. He has to be complemented to bring the best out of him. If you look at the call-up in our team there, we don't have anybody like the boy from Atalanta, like even the one who got injured, the one who was called Elisha Usu. We don't have anybody. Pate is the only
Elisha Usu got injured?
Yeah, so he didn't
Yeah, that's how
Come
come
on.
Lawrence Ajekum
got
got
into
yeah.
the team.
Yeah.
So if you are a coach and you are playing against the weakest team in the tournament, you don't just tell them what to do. You stand and demand from them. That is what I want to see. I want to see him on the touchline demanding an early performance from them, so that we begin to get our star players rested and prepare them for Monday. Because look, Monday's game is the most difficult. If he doesn't beat Chad today, just after the game, he gets sacked. Nobody can tell anybody anything. If he doesn't win this game, so I'm not looking at this game. This is a wrapped up game. What we know more, what we know, what we may be. The Monday one is the most important. So if he doesn't win this, after the game, there should be an announcement of they being sacked. Like a chef, no, they have to win this. If they win this Monday, look, if you win this, like I said, we win on Monday. No more. Then you begin to smell Canada. You begin to inhale with good breath America, and then you begin to tell Mexico, no, America, Canada, Mexico, no, America, Canada, Mexico, no. Which way? Where do you want to go?
Oh, Canada.
No more.
I lived in Canada for 5 years. It's very nice.
It's a very nice place.
Very nice.
I was there for about a year, 2 years. So I enjoyed the place.
Nice.
No more, very serene, decent environment. You understand?
Yeah.
Fresh air, proper air, no smoke. Today there was this driver. Charlie.
Let me give the fans the lineup. So our lineup is where we seem to be playing a 4-1-4-1. So it looks like Ben Asari in post. He's making his debut.
I'm happy for him.
Yes.
I'm happy. I'm truly happy.
Coach, your friend Kingsley Schneider is playing right back. Alex Jiku and Salisu center back. Gideon Mensah left back. Pate looks to be playing in the pivots by himself. Then we have 4 behind Inaki Williams of Semenyo, Ayu, Kudus, and Enes Nyama. So it looks very attacking.
It's an attacking.
Yeah, it looks like we are trying to score 4 or 5.
I agree with him because I don't see this child team coming to worry us so much. So I agree with we trying to go out there, impose our identity on them, and dominate them. That is what I agree with. If we don't get this thing wrapped up as early as possible, then there will be issues. Wow. I don't remember the last time I saw the Black Stars wear yellow shorts. Is this our game? Yeah, that's Jordan Ayew, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. We've gone back to the olden days.
So
this is our true color. This is our color. This is the color we should be wearing. Yellow. You see, that was what we were known for during the days of Abedi Pele. Yellow was our first color, not white. You understand?
So I'll just read some text from the listeners and we'll get your views, and I'll just let Yao wrap it up a tiny bit. So Yao, you've heard the lineup. What are you expecting from this first half?
Well, I struggle with first half predictions or thoughts. I look more at the full game, and what I'm expecting is for the Black Stars not to attempt to play the ball out from the back, because I have some reservations about Benjamin Asari's fit with this team, because he's not good with the ball at his feet, though he's a very good shot stopper, but at this point in time, that's what you need, a goalkeeper who can make saves, point blank saves that unfortunately Atizigi and Wallacott do not seemingly look to be able to save. And so I'm pretty sure that's the reason why Asari got the nod ahead of those guys. But that's what I'm looking forward to see. Black Stars playing with a lot of attacking intent, but not trying to build up consistently from the back, because if they do, they will be exposing Benjamin Asari to an extent, unless Chad determined to just stay very deep. They get themselves determined to stay very deep and deploy a very low block. And in that sense,
just add your score prediction.
And in that
sense,
Asari will get all the time in the world to be able to control the ball and get comfortable with the ball at his feet. So I'm looking at a 3-0 win for Ghana.
Coach, final score?
I'll predict for first half. First half, minimum 3-0.
Minimum 3-0. So let me just read a few texts and I'll hand over to the commentary team. So I wish Ghana all the best from Zalix doing in London. We also wish them the best. I fully and wholly agree with Coach Nimli. Kofi Adams is finished. He's clearly compromised. You should have added your name there, but don't worry. Elon from Adenta. Ghana is winning by 4 goals. I salute you all. We salute you too. Coach, don't forget Honorable Hassan Rashid Pelpo, who took us to the Under-20 World Cup and we won it all. Abi National from Wa.
I agree with
yes.
You. Yeah, that was one of our successful sports ministers.
Yeah. Honestly, Kofi Adams is not our man. Maybe Neil Ante should be tasked with the mission, okay? This team needs leadership from the top trickling down to the lowest, cracking the whip and whipping on a line to give opportunity to those who are ready to serve. Black Stars is for service of nation, not individuals. Please, sports over panorama over any Black Stars match. Oh, Jerry, don't do this. Mr. Montego, guys, you know we know the stats. It's okay. He's considered plenty. Aziz Donline, wow, Ghana 3, Chad 1. You think I personally don't think Kofi Adams will fail. Inshallah, he'll be one of the best. Okay, thank you. So I'll just hand over to your commentary team. Thank you guys for your kind words, and we will take over right now.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a night brimming with hope and redemption under the lights of the Accra Sports Stadium. Today is exactly 154 days after that stinging defeat to Niger. The Black Stars' final stumble in the 2025 African Cup of Nations qualifiers right here on this very turf. A 4-time AFCON champion Ghana under Otuado's watch missed out on Morocco 2025, a first in 21 years, leaving an unwanted scar on Ghana's proud footballing legacy. But tonight is the first chapter, a clean slate in 2025. It's Otuado's first competitive dance of the year, his 11th game since returning for his second spell with the Stars, and the stage is set for a showdown against the Lissau of Chad, ranked 176th in the world, 48th in Africa, a team hungry to defy the odds. This is match day 5 of Group I of the 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers, in Ghana is chasing a dream, a 5th World Cup appearance. Think back to the glory of the 2006 in Germany, that historic quarter-final run on African soil in South Africa, and then Brazil 2014, and then the latest chapter in Qatar 2022. The Black Stars have tasted global stage and they are itching for more. For Chad, the World Cup remains a distant mirage, sitting rock bottom of Group I, They are the underdogs, the whipping boys, facing a mountainous club climb. But football, of course, we know loves a twist. I'm Gabi Ofe, your voice for this electrifying night, joined by the ever insightful Edwin Kwakofi in the commentary box, and we are here to guide you through every heartbeat of this clash on 97.3. Feel free to be part of the story. Drop your thoughts, your predictions on 054996 The Black Stars rocking their all yellow jersey against Chad, who are in rainbow colors, sort of kicking the ball from right to left at the Accra Sports Stadium. Very impressed with the turnout tonight, and Ghana looking to for a fourth victory, a third of course for Otuado, after beating Mali and the Central African Republic. Just a quick run through the starting 11 for both teams. Benjamin Asari making his debut for the Black Stars of Ghana. Kingsley Shindler starting, Alexander Jiku, Mohamed Salisu, Gideon Mensah, Thomas Partey, Iñaki Williams, Mohamed Kudus, Antoine Semenyo, Ernest Niamwa, and Jordan Ayew leading the attack for the Black Stars. On the part of Chad, it's a 4-3-3 formation, or a 4-2-3-1 you'd want to say. They have Yannick leading the attack, Adam, Jota, Alarabaye, House Sabala, Thiam as the midfield two, Canis, Abaka, Nubara, and Daba as the back four, and in Brian Sam, who is the goalkeeper for the Chadians tonight. Rock bottom of Group I. Let me just take a quick thought from Edwin Kwakofi on the two teams who are facing off. It's a first competitive fixture between the two sides.
Well, the Black Stars may be in
just hold on. Edwin Kwakofi in Ghana is up by a goal that came from Antoine Semenyo, giving the Black Stars its first goal just under 2 minutes. It was just really looking scrappy in the box there, and the Black Stars have started on a very, very good note against the Chadians, and you can see the supporters really excited about the start so far. It looks really scrappy in the box, Edwin.
very scrappy, but it was a wonderful way to start the game. The Black Stars knew that they needed to get into this game really strongly. So to score inside 2 minutes, a very good start for them. And for Antoine Semenyo, who's come under a lot of criticism from Ghanaian fans for not showing his best form for the Black Stars, it's great for him to get goals so early in the game. And it seems the Black Stars, they know the job that's on them right now. They know the task that a lot of people expect of them, and they've started very, very strongly.
Well, it's Semenyo's third goal for the Black Stars in 26 appearances, 1 assist in the national team jersey. And it's Ghana 1, Chad 0. Just under 2 minutes, the Black Stars are up by 1-0 at the Accra Sports Stadium. It's match day 5 of the 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers. And Ghana still in the box again. Well, that was the replay. Edwin Kwakofi.
Well, he took 2 bites at it. The first was pretty comfortably saved by the goalkeeper, but he kept at it. He stayed in the box, kept his eyes on the ball, and prodded it home, even after Inyaki's effort was blocked as well. So a good start for the Black Stars, taking the game on by the scruff of the neck very early on, putting pressure on Chad. I think the fans would like to see a few more goals, but it's nice for them to get a goal so early in the game. We'll see how Chad go forward as the game goes on, because now they will either have to come forward, which will create more spaces at the back for the Black Stars to exploit, or they sit back a lot more, which affects them because they don't get opportunities to go and get at the Black Stars defense.
Chad ranked 176 in the latest FIFA rankings and 77th in Africa. Very much the underdogs in this tie. The Black Stars, of course, looking for a 5th World Cup appearance after last participating in Qatar 2022. It's Ghana 1, Chad 0. Antoine Semenyo with his third goal for the Black Stars of Ghana. He's really having a good season with his club side Bournemouth in the English Premier League. 9 goals scored this season for the Cherries. And what a season he's having.
A brilliant season. He's definitely been one of Bournemouth's better players throughout the campaign, leading them very far up the table, getting results, getting goals, getting assists, but also working hard for the team. And I think a lot of Ghanaian fans hope he can translate that form from his club into the national team. We don't see enough of it from him, but I think with this goal it might just boost his confidence a bit, get him to score a few more, get him to create more, and get him involved more in the team's actions going forward.
Benjamin Asari, spotted in the jersey number 16, starts another attack, gives it to Mohamed Salisu. Salisu lays the pass to Thomas Partey. Partey takes it to Salisu again, hits along, looking to find Inaki Williams. Inaki is on the run, but the Chadian goalkeeper will come out to take that. It's Ghana 1, Chad 0. Chad looking for their first 3 points in Group I. Ghana, of course, a win today takes them to 12 points, top of Group I. Comoros, second, 9 points. Mali beat Comoros by 3-0 last night, and so the Black Stars will know that a win tonight at the Accra Sports Stadium will take them to the top of the table and further make qualification more easier than difficult. Referee from tonight is from Libya, and it's the first competitive game in 2025. The last time the Black Stars played at this venue, they lost to Niger in the 2025 AFCON qualifiers by 2-1, when we had Jerry Efriye at the time playing for Sort FC in the second division, scoring his first senior national goal for the Black Stars, and that led to a lot of spectators not too happy with Otuado's involvement in the goal celebration, Edwin.
Well, it was a pretty weird situation to have the head coach of a national team like the Black Stars come onto the field to celebrate a goal against Niger.
He's under so much pressure.
Yes,
at the time
he was under so much pressure. He still is. But I haven't been the biggest fan of Otuado in his time with the Black Stars. But I have to credit him for his tactics today, so far at least. Him decided to go with just Thomas Partey in the center of midfield. Definitely a good choice. Puts more players, attacking players up front. Take advantage of the pace and the skill that you have in Enes Nyama and Kudus, in Iñaki Williams and in Semenyo. So once you have such attacking quality on your team, you have to put as many of them on the pitch, especially when you are facing a team which doesn't have the pedigree as others like Chad does. So I'm pleased he decided to go with a more attacking lineup. Hopefully we don't see him jumping onto the field when the Black Stars score a few more goals, but so far so good from Otuado.
So far so good from Otuado. Chad, do you have a free kick? They hit along, looking to get into the box of the Black Stars, but that should be a corner kick for the Chadians. It's Ghana 1, Chad 0, 7 minutes played at the Accra Sports Stadium. Match day 5 fixture in Group I. And referee for tonight, Ahmed Abdurazak from Libya, with Amside Atia Issa, assistant 1, Munji Al-Atat, assistant 2, Mohamed Saad Al Mabrouk, all from Libya. It's a corner kick for Chad. Makes it simple in the box of the Black Stars, but very good work from skipper for tonight, Jordan Ayew. He's leading the goal chart with 4 goals in the World Cup qualifying series. He'll be looking to add a few more goals tonight against Chad. Later on Monday, the Black Stars will take on Madagascar in Morocco in match day 6. Ghana starting at an attack. Jiku lays it to Mohamed Salisu. Salisu bumping forward. Gets it to Kudus. Goes past one. Lays it to Jiku down the right. Jiku in the half of the Chadians. Switch sides, takes it to Mohamed Salisu. Salisu will find Gideon Mensah. Jordan lays it to Partey, plays for Arsenal. Partey will find Jordan with a lovely scoop into the box of the Chadians. That's a corner kick for the Black Stars of Ghana. A first, of course, for Ghana.
Well, one thing the Black Stars can't afford to do is let up. They can't afford to be complacent. It's important they keep the pressure up and take advantage of the chances while they are still involved. Chad may not be the best team, but you can expect that they'll have a few minutes where they are into the game, where they are a little dominant, and they'll hope to take their chances then.
Well, corner comes in kick, but the goalkeeper for Chad will come out and grab that in Bayasam, wearing the jersey number 23. And I love the colors on the jersey of Chad. Looks like a Accra Hearts of Oak.
Well, I guess both teams do look a bit like Accra Hearts of Oak.
And you should see the comments on social media when they arrived in Ghana. A lot of football fans trying to compare the national team colors to that of Ghana's very own Accra Hearts of Oak.
Well, Kotokodu and those are Accra Hearts of Oak's biggest rivals. They do have a pretty nice yellow jersey, if I remember correctly. So we might have a bit of a rivalry of some sort on the pitch.
Well, Benjamin Asari making his debut for the Black Stars of Ghana, played for Accra Hearts of Oak. It's 18 appearances, 12 clean sheets.
It was surprising to see Asari in the starting lineup, I must admit. I thought Lawrence Atiziki would be in goal for this game, but I do understand where Otuado is coming from.
Is that a sign of disrespect to Chad?
I do not think so. I believe that Otuado is aiming for the home support. Benjamin Asari got a huge ovation from the home fans when the Black Stars were training. So Otuado, given where the team is at the moment in Black Stars fans' eyes, he would want to feed into a little bit of that support, get the home support on his side, and the perfect opportunity came with Benjamin Asari. And if in such a game where he's not going to be under too much pressure, you'd expect that he'd have a clean sheet, he'd have a good performance, some goodwill from the fans as well. So I understand where Otuado was coming from with this decision.
Well, let's see how the 32-year-old shotstopper fares tonight against Chad in the matchday 5 fixture of the 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers. Gabi Ofeya with Edwin Kwakofi. Your voices for tonight. It's Ghana 1, Chad 0, 97.3. Just in case you just tuned in, Antoine Semenyo getting the goal for the Black Stars of Ghana. And Jordan fouled just around the D.
A pretty soft foul in my opinion. I think the defender, he did come in from Jordan's back, but he got a pretty meaty challenge on the ball itself. So I understand why the Chad defenders are a little upset about that decision from the referee, but it's a very good position for the Black Stars. Very good chance for them to double the lead if they can get a good strike on it.
Well, let's see what will happen from this free kick. As Kudos behind the ball, I see Naki Williams and Thomas Partey. 12 minutes, Ghana 1, Chad 0. We do have some AFCON qualifiers also happening now as well. Early on today, Algeria beat Botswana by 3-1. Equatorial Guinea also beat Sao Tome and Principe by 2-0. Burkina Faso put 4 past Djibouti. And Nigeria beat Rwanda by 2-0 at the start. Kigali. South Africa were 2-0 winners against Lesotho. Burundi are currently taking on Ivory Coast. And later 9 p.m. Guinea will take on Somalia. Niger will also take on Morocco. It's Naki Williams. That's the dummy. Kudos. Did the goalkeeper save that? Good attempt from Mohamed Kudos, but not too much of a trouble for the Chadian goalkeeper. Spotting the jersey number 20 tonight for the Black Stars of Ghana, and Kudos is looking to add to Ghana's early lead. Kankesi Anton Semenyo.
Well, Kudus is another player who has a lot to live up to. He, of course, is the star player for the Black Stars, but that star has dimmed quite a bit because of the AFCON results, the recent AFCON results. Ghanaians expect a lot of him because of the talent he has, the immense talent he has, and the performances he's been putting up in the Premier League and in Europe as well. But for the Black Stars, especially in recent years, he hasn't hit those heights, and I think people want him to rediscover the form that made him the star of the national team, and he definitely has the talent to get back there, and hopefully this is the game that pushes him a little bit to get into that position. And you can tell as the Black Stars go forward on the right hand side.
Well, Mohamed Kudus, 24 years of age, plays for West Ham United in the English Premier League, 27 appearances this season, He's got 3 goals and 2 assists for the Hammers. And for the Black Stars, he's making his 41st appearance. Has scored 11 goals and 4 assists for the Black Stars since 2019. He's been a major part of the senior national team. Ghana now with a second corner kick, 40 minutes done at the Accra Sports Stadium. It's Ghana 1, Chad 0. Ernest Niama, will it be an in-swinger or an out-swinger? And there's a bit of a tussle in the box. Iñaki Williams, he scored Ghana's first goal in the World Cup qualifying series under Chris Hughton against Madagascar at the Baba Sports Stadium. The Black Stars went on to win by 1-0. It's an in-swinger, of course. Good clearance from the Chadians, but Thomas Partey will lay it off to Kudus again to Niama. Niama has got 3 Chadians in front of him. Will he be able to go past him? Whips in across, low cross, of course. A good connection by Thomas Partey, but that is a good clearance from the Chadian goalkeeper. Is that a penalty or is not? Looks like the goalkeeper is in a big trouble.
No, I think the referee whistled for offside. The flag was up because a couple of Ghana's forwards were in an offside position.
Alexander Jiku.
Yeah.
There was a chance again. Ernest Newman looking to go past 3 players, whipping a low cross. But then again, right call from Ahmed Abduraz from Libya. Chad have never qualified for the World Cup since 2019. They've won 3 games against Mauritius.
One complaint we've had of the Black Stars is their utilization of set pieces. I remember in the game against Sudan here in Ghana, I believe they had 15 corners and did not make use of any of them. And it's been the case for a lot of the games they've played. So to see them have about 2 or 3 corners so far and not really make the most of any of them, it's a little worrying for Ghanaian fans because they expect that such a team with such quality players, tall players, big players who should be a threat in the air are not making the most of the set piece opportunities they get in such games. So it's one thing Otoado needs to look at, and the technical team around him need to look at the utilization of set pieces by the Black Stars.
Well, in Bayern Yassam looks very fine. It's a goal kick for Chad. Rocking the jersey number 23, heads along. Jiku with a very good clearance. It's Ghana 1, Chad 0. Bona with Partey. Counts it down, lays it to Gideon Mensah. Mensah will hit along for Jordan Ayew. Jordan unable to keep track of the ball into the half of the Chadians, and goalkeeper Mbayassam will start another attack for the Chad national team. Very slow tempo from both sides, Edwin. And the part of the Black Stars, one would think that the tempo of the game would have been a bit higher in terms of getting to the final third, but I'm not too impressed with what I've seen with the Black Stars. But Kudus looking to go past 3 players. He does that beautifully. Kudus still with the ball. Kudus lays it to Gideon Mensah on the left side. Mensah finding another yellow shed. We'll give it to Thomas Partey just around the center circle. Partey still in possession of the ball. Finds Mohamed Salisu. Salisu will give it to Ernest Niama. The ball is sent all the way back into Alexander Jiku. Jiku will start another attack. Finds Mohamed Salisu. Salisu gives it to Thomas Partey. Partey goes past one player but unable to continue possession. Gideon Mensah comes to the party, and it's a throw-in for the Black Stars of Ghana. It's Ghana 1, Chad 0. 80 minutes played at the Accra Sports Stadium. Ghana rocking the all yellow jersey. Jersey looks really clean.
It does. It's reminiscent of previous Black Stars jerseys in the past, where you know the success we've had in the yellow jersey. And we've had a history of not so much success in other jerseys. Of course, the white is very iconic. The black very much less iconic
against Zimbabwe.
We've also done a few other colors, mixed red as well. So the Black Star, we like to use our colors, and we have pretty nice colors as well. But the yellow is looking quite good, looking quite bright. We may be in yellow, but our performances of late haven't been golden. So I guess the players will be looking to reverse that trend.
You don't want to jinx that.
Yellow is bright. The Black Stars is supposed to be, it's supposed to be a bright team. So I'm sure the fans in the stadium are hoping that the performance and the result today will match the color of the jersey.
Well, that's a huge chance missed by Jordan Ayew in the box. Really, all 4 hits by Jordan Ayew, skipper for tonight. Look at that, it was a long hit by Mohamed Salisu, but the Chadians failed to clear their lines, and Jordan was just right on time. That could be just a simple tapping, Edwin.
That was a horrendous miss by Jordan. I honestly did not expect him to hit it so far over the bar. He didn't have any players on him. All he had to do was keep it down and put it either side of the goalkeeper. I think he panicked a little bit, which is shocking to see from one of our more experienced strikers. That should have been 2-0 for the Black Stars, and very unfortunate that Jordan didn't take the opportunity.
Well, really huge miss by Jordan Ayew as Ghana still won up against Chad. 20 minutes at the Accra Sports Stadium. Coach Otuado looking for his third win in the 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers after beating Mali and the Central African Republic. And the part of Chad, like I said earlier on, they've never qualified for the World Cup or the African Cup of Nations. Their first participation in the World Cup Qualifiers was back in 2000 when they were eliminated in the first round by Liberia, losing 1-0 at home and then playing goalless away. Ghana on an attack again. Kudus with a very good run into the Chadians. Have 1-2 with Kudus and that's a very good play by Kudus and Iñaki Williams, but the final connection was really poor on the part of Kudus. He's trying to hit that with his right foot, Edwin.
A bit more composure from Kudus was needed there. It was on his right foot. It was a high ball. There was no way he was going to get the required connection from that. I think he was forced into that shot because of the defenders around him, but we expected a lot more composure, a lot more accuracy and precision from Mohamed Kudus. But it was a good move, one we expect from the players on the pitch. Iñaki Williams, Kudus, the link-up play needs to be as good as that, and the passing needs to be a little quicker. I agree completely when you say the play has been laboured from the Black Stars so far.
Mochad on attack again. Takes the ball to the right side, gives it to Jane into the box of the Black Stars, but very good interception by Thomas Partey and a very good body check by Kingsley Schindler. The Chadians are yet to trouble Benjamin Asari. He looks like he's on a holiday tonight.
Well, I think it was pretty expected.
I like the smile on Coach Nimli's face.
The Chadians were not expected to give the Black Stars too much of a test throughout the game. They were going to have moments within the game. They haven't had any so far, but you can expect that one will come. And I'm a little worried with how the Black Stars are defending the Chadians going forward. It seems there's not enough organization within the defense, which is allowing some space for the Chadians to operate in. And if they had better players on the pitch, you'd expect them to take advantage of it so far.
Well, it was the Black Stars on another attack again. 22 minutes at the Accra Sports Stadium. The fans have turned out really decent. It's a throw-in quickly done by Kingsley Schindler. Gives it to Ernest Nyama. Nyama will take it back to Alexander Jiku, rocking the jersey number 23. Jiku takes it up top to Mohamed Salisu, who's playing on the left side of Ghana's defense tonight. Salisu will take it back to Jiku. Jiku finds Partey. Partey still with the ball. Won't find Kingsley Schindler, but that was a very poor pass from Thomas Partey. Chad will start another attack. Very good interception by Ernest Nyama, but the Chadians still do have possession. It's a free kick for Chad. I thought Nyama had contact with the ball, but I'm struggling to understand the call from Libyan referee Ahmed Abdurazek.
I think the Black Stars will be, they are ahead, so they'll be happy with what they've got so far. I think Chad will be happy as well with how they've defended after going behind. I'm sure they expected a lot of pressure from the Black Stars, so this wouldn't have been surprising. Conceding was not ideal for them, but it would have been expected that maybe there's a high possibility the Black Stars would get a goal. So the fact that the Stars haven't been able to add to that number, given the amount of possession they've had, giving the amount of time they've seen the ball in the final third of play. I'm sure Chad will be very happy as the game progresses, because 1-0 is still a very, very dangerous lead. One chance, and if Chad score, then everything is up in the air again.
Well, let's see if the Black Stars are able to add to the lead against Chad at the Accra Sports Stadium. The Black Stars do have a very good record when it comes to the 2026 when it comes to World Cup qualifying series. At home, Ghana's record unbeaten in the last 29 games, 22 wins, 7 draws, 59 goals scored and 13 conceded. So Chad shouldn't be a team to dust off this glory tonight. 25 minutes, Ghana 1, Chad 0. It's a showing for the Black Stars. Gideon Mensah quickly does it, gives it to Jordan Ayew. Gideon Mensah still with the ball, takes it to he's been fouled by the Chadians once again. A very slow build up from both teams, but the Black Stars won't care because they do have the lead against Chad tonight. It's Ghana 1, Chad 0, 97.3. It's match day 5 of the 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers. Feel free to send in your thoughts on the WhatsApp number 054996 996. I'm doing this with Edwin Kwakofi. The Black Stars will start another attack. Jiku gives it to Kingsley Schindler. Schindler will find Enes Nyama down the left. Nyama looking to go past one player. He does so beautifully. Finds Kudus. Kudus gets into the box of the Chadians. Lays it to Thomas Partey. Very good block by the Chadians. Semenyo still with the ball. Iñaki gives it to Gideon Mensah. Mensah lays it back to Antoine Semenyo. Semenyo finds Jordan, but he's been dispossessed, and it's an offside. Very good call from the Libyan referee. 26 minutes. Jordan chasing a 5th goal in the 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers, a 4th. He's got already to his name, and skipper for tonight, confirmed by Coach Etuado after the 23-man squad was named prior to this clash against Chad tonight at the Accra Sports Stadium. Edwin.
Better play going forward for the Black Stars. The forward players were not as static as they have been for much of the half so far. You can tell that they are starting to feel their way into the game a little bit, making moves, presenting options for their teammates. But you expect a little more from a team with the quality of the Black Stars. You have Jordan Ayew up front, who may not be the most mobile forward, but he still knows how to get into the nooks and crevices. You have Kudus, who can take on 2 or 3 players at once, and Ishiyama, who is the same. Iñaki, who has a lot of pace, and Antoine Semenyo is a workhorse. So you expect a lot more movement from these players.
Well, Ghana starting another attack. Kingsley Schindler whips in a very low cross, but a very good clearance from Chad. It's a 3rd corner kick for the Black Stars of Ghana. 28 minutes, Ghana 1, Chad 0. Just a quick run through the results from other centers. Burundi are losing to AFCON winners Ivory Coast. Central African Republic lost to Madagascar early on yesterday by 4-1. As an in-swinger done by Enes Nyama, the Chadian goalkeeper will come out to clear the one. Chad is on the counter-attack. Very good pass to find Jani, but he's been dispossessed by Gideon Mensah. Mensah will start another attack. Lays a very good pass to Enes Nyama. Nyama looking to go past another player. That's a good hit by Enes Nyama, and a good save, of course, by Mbanyasem. The Black Stars will start another attack. He finds Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey making his 50th appearance for the Black Stars of Ghana. Salisu now with the ball. Gets it to Gideon Mensah. Mensah will find Jordan Ayew on the left. Mensah hits along for Jordan. Jordan chasing into the box of the Chadians, but that's a foul by Thiam. He's been handed a yellow card first, of course, in the game. A first yellow card
a very unnecessary foul from Thiam. All he had to do was keep Jordan in the corner and wait for reinforcements, but he decided to jump in with the sliding tackle, and he's giving away a free kick in a very advantageous position for the Black Stars. But we go back to their use of set pieces. They wasted yet another corner earlier in the half, and now they have a free kick that's basically like a corner. So you'd expect a better delivery from the whoever is taking it, whether it's Enes Nyama or Kudus or even Jordan Ayew, because so far we've not seen good balls into the box. The Chadians have dealt with every single cross that the Black Stars have put in pretty comfortably.
Well, it's Jordan behind the ball. Ghana 1, Chad 0. 30 minutes done at Accra Sports Stadium, match day 5 of the 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers. Chad rock bottom of Group I, yet to win in 4 games. If they lose today, it's 5 games, 0 losses, and the goals keep dropping. It's Jordan and Enes Nyama. Will it be an outswinger or an in-swinger? Looks like Nyama will take this. That's a low one. That's a very good connection by Mohamed Kudus, but really poor. And it's a second goal for the Black Stars of Ghana. Very calm in the box. Iñaki Williams gets a second goal for the Black Stars of Ghana. First coming, of course, in the first game against Madagascar, the Bobara Sports Stadium. That's a good cross from Kingsley Schindler. And the Chadians were just caught ball watching in the box. Iñaki grabbing his second goal after promising Ghanaians that he was going to score. And look at that again. A low hit by Enes Nyama. The connection from Mohamed Kudus wasn't really great, but the ball was still kept in the box. Kingsley Schindler just crossed it and finds Iñaki in the box. It's Schindler's first assist and Inyaki's second goal for the Black Stars of Ghana. It's Ghana 2, Chad 0.
Well, just like Antoine Semenyo before him, Iñaki has come under a lot of criticism for his performances for the Black Stars, even though when he is with Athletic Bilbao he performs really, really well. So he needed a goal. He's been on a bit of a drought, so that goal against Chad has come at a very good time for him, and now the Black Stars are 2-0 up. They're very clearly going to win this, but Ghanaians want to see more. This is a team that you'd expect them to completely dominate and score lots of goals against. So 2-0 maybe the score now, but I think even then Ghanaians would expect them to keep going forward and find a few more goals before halftime.
Well, it's Inyaki's second goal for the Black Stars of Ghana. His first, like I said, came against Madagascar under Chris Hughton back in Kumasi at the Barra Sports Stadium, 90+6, when he connected from a cross from Gideon Mensah. He's done again, this time from Kingsley Schindler, who's playing in that right back slot tonight for the Black Stars of Ghana. It's Ghana 2, Chad 0. And Coach Otuado seen talking to the boys. He looks like he wants more. Can Ghana add to the goals? It's Semenyo looking to get into the box of the Chadians, but he's been dispossessed. The Chadians will start another attack. Ball with Kainu. That would be a throw-in for the Chadians. 33 minutes, 97.3. I am Gabriel Fell with Edwin Kwakofi as match day 5 for the 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers. Chadians will hit too long. Benjamin Asari comes out, and this is the second time we've seen him, Edwin.
It's a bit of a confidence booster. Just get your hands on simple balls, do the simple things, make the simple passes. To be thrust into a big game situation like this is not easy for any goalkeeper, and I think he's done pretty okay with what he's been given so far. Nothing complex, nothing complicated. Just stick to the simple things, and I'm sure that was the message from Otuado.
Well, it's Ghana, another attack again. Kudus just goes past the goalkeeper, but he's been unable to plant the ball at the back of the net. Kudus trying to go past 3 Chadians, but we'll find Kingsley Schindler. That was a very good pass from Mohamed Salisu. Salisu again. We'll find Gideon Mensah on the left. Gideon Watson, a low cross, finds Antoine Semenyo into the box, and that's a penalty for the Black Stars of Ghana. Oh boy, the Chadians is just things fall apart for Chad. Edwin.
Well, the Black Stars are playing with the breaks off after that second goal, and I think we are seeing the best version of them so far. A good touch from Antoine Semenyo just took him past the defender, and that's the split second that he needed for the defender to get a touch on his foot. Clear-cut penalty. There's no debate about that. Now we wonder who will take the penalty. It looks like Jordan Ayew has stepped up. He's been pretty prolific from the penalty spot for the Black Stars, especially. So there's not too much surprise that he stepped up to take it.
Jordan Ayew converted from the spot kick against the Central African Republic at the Barra Sports Stadium, taking his goal tally to 4 goals in the 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers. Would he be able to grab a 5th goal in the ongoing qualifying series? Is Jordan captain for tonight behind the ball? Is Jordan Ayew, 33 years of age, plays for Leicester City, 30 appearances for Leicester this season. Jordan goes back, and yes, it's Jordan, and it's the 3rd goal for the Black Stars of Ghana, a 5th in the 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers for the skipper tonight. 5 goals for Jordan Ayew in the ongoing qualifying series. Top scorer, 109 appearances for the Black Stars, 29 goals, 11 assists for the senior national team. And now leading the top scorers chart for the 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers is Jordan.
A great goal for Jordan Ayew, and it's good to see all Ghana strikers on the score sheet. His run-up and technique was a little bit unorthodox, but you've got to question the goalkeeper there. That ball went straight down the middle. Goalkeeper barely moved and still somehow jumped over the ball. So good goal for the Black Stars. Good first half. 3-0 lead after 37 minutes. I don't think anyone could have asked for more. Coach was saying that he expected a minimum of 3. The Black Stars have delivered, and who knows, they might even get a couple more before the half is out, because Chad are offering no resistance so far, and I've seen the worst shots I've ever seen on a football pitch from Chad right here. So I don't think there's too much trouble from Chad to be expected.
Well, the last time the Black Stars of Ghana scored 3 goals was against Liberia at this same venue. It was a friendly game when Ghana beat Liberia by 3 goals to 1. Ever since, the Black Stars have struggled to scoring 3 goals. It's Jordan again. Finds Antoine Semenyo. Jordan takes the ball back to Gideon Mensah. Mensah will find Mohamed Salisu just around the center circle. Salisu change size, takes it to Kingsley Schindler. It's Ghana 3, Chad 0. 37 minutes played at the Accra Sports Stadium. Match day 5 of the ongoing qualifiers, 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers, of course. Ghana looking to make a 5th appearance at next year's Mundial, set to be hosted in the United States of America, Canada, and Mexico. The biggest achievement for the Black Stars was at the 2010 World Cup in South Africa, when they got to the quarterfinal stage and lost to Uruguay. In that competition for Chad, they have never been to the World Cup before, or even the AFCON, Edwin.
Yeah, Gabby, I think the Black Stars fans have become pretty used to the team getting to the World Cup, performing at the World Cup. Missing out on the Russian World Cup was a huge blow, but getting back to the Qatar World Cup and still exiting at the group stage was, I think, equally big for the fans of the Black Stars. They would like to get to the USA, Canada and Mexico, but they want better performances. I think a lot of Ghanaians want better performances. They just don't want to go to the tournament and make up the numbers. The Black Stars have now a pretty storied World Cup history. In 2006, made it to the round of 16. in 2010 made it to the quarterfinals, almost made it to the semi-finals. In 2014, of course, was a group stage exit, but I think they gave a pretty good account of themselves on the field, particularly against the eventual winners, Germany. In the 2022 World Cup, not the best performances, but they still ended up with a good win against South Korea, good performance against Portugal.
Well,
The team would want to get to
Yeah.
the USA and also perform as well.
Well, it's Ghana 3, Chad 0, 40 minutes played at the Accra Sports Stadium. And the man to last qualify the Black Stars to the World Cup was this same man who's in charge of the senior national team, Otuado. And Ghana starting another attack again. A Semenyo whips in a low cross into the box, but that's a good clearance. Ball still in the box. And it's Nyama hits it. Still in the box, whips in a low cross, and nobody there to connect. And the Chadians just caught ball watching, same as the Black Stars players. That's a very good attack on the part of the Black Stars.
The Black Stars, I think Enes Nyama didn't expect that to go in, but it still whistled past both posts. I think 3-0 is a good scoreline for a first half, but with the chances that the Black Stars are creating and can create, we'd expect a few more goals, because Chad, as I said earlier, aren't offering way too much going forward. Even at the back, they are creating a lot of space for the Black Stars to operating. In midfield, they are being completely dominated by Thomas Partey and the rest of the Ghana squad. And anytime they have the ball past the halfway line, they immediately or almost immediately take a shot.
Hold on your horses for me. It's Kudus on another attack. It gets into the box for the Chadians. Hits it a goal. Good save from Injasim. Very good run for Mohamed Kudus, who's yet to score in the 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers. 3 goals already for West Ham United this season, 3 assists. But he's been really quiet in the last couple of games in the Premier League and also for the Black Stars of Ghana. Very good save by Injasim Edwin.
A very good save from the goalkeeper, but I mean, you wouldn't begrudge Kudus taking the shot from that distance. He puts himself into a very good position on his favorite left foot. He was in space, but was that the highest percentage effort? Could he have maybe looked for Iñaki, who was in a better position? But good save anyway. The Black Stars, obviously at 3-0 up, they can take a few opportunities. They can take a few more risks than they normally would. But could he have squared that to Iñaki Williams to tap in? Maybe. Or were there a couple of defenders on him? I think he could still have squared that to Iñaki Williams.
Yeah.
Well, it's still a good save from the Chadian goalkeeper.
Clearly the intent from Kudus was to go solo. And you could see the supporters trying the Mexican wave. Very good to see Edwin Kwakofi. The spectators have turned out pretty nice at the Accra Sports Stadium. 43 minutes, Ghana 3, Chad 0.
Football fans in Ghana do like a night out, especially on Friday nights where the weekend is almost up. And to see your team scoring goals, playing quite well, and winning the game is always fun for any fan, especially for Ghanaian fans who cherish football and who cherish the Black Stars. So to see them winning, which has become a rarity in recent times, I think Ghanaian fans are happy, and it's nice to see them do the Mexican wave in the stadium. We miss this sort of support for the Black Stars because we've missed this kind of performance and scoreline from the Black Stars as well.
Well, Tahi Zakaria Gadia is the head coach for the Chadians. He doubles as the head coach of ASPSI, one of the the clubs who play in the Chadian Premier League. And about 10 players starting for Chad today play in the Premier League. Edwin Kwakofi.
I think it's not surprising given the level of play we've seen from them. No disrespect to Chad, but they are levels below the standard of the better leagues in the continent, and the Black Stars just have a chance here, and it's wide from Antoine Semenyo. Offside anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. But as I was saying, it's not surprising to see the kind of play we've seen from them tonight, because their league obviously isn't the best even on the continent. So if you take most of your players from a league that is very well substandard, you get the kind of play we've seen so far tonight and throughout the qualifiers. They still haven't won a game, still without a point, bottom of the group. It's a surprise that the Black Stars don't have more goals based on what we've seen so far tonight.
Well, Tahi Zakaria Gadia was appointed as head coach of the Chadian national team after succeeding Kevin Nyakase, who failed to qualify the Chadians to the AFCON in Morocco later in December. Ghana is on an attack again. It's on the left side. It's Kudus trying to play 1-2 with Enes Nyoma. That was a really poor pass from Jordan Ayew, who was looking to find Enes Nyoma. And Mbiaisem will come out and grab that. 45 minutes done. 2 minutes of added on, taking us to 47 minutes. It's Ghana 3, Chad 0. Match day 5 for the 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers at the Accra Sports Stadium. If it ends like this, it will be Coach Otado's third win in the 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers, and will be Ghana's fourth win in the ongoing qualifiers. So 4 wins and a loss. That loss came against Comoros at the Stade Moroni. The Black Stars lost by 1-0. Pate with a very good sweep. Find Mohamed Kudus. Kudus very calm. Takes the ball back to Kingsley Schindler. Schindler will find Alexander Jiku. Jiku takes it to Mohamed Salisu. Salisu will lay it off to Gideon Mensah. And it's all over in the first half. It's Ghana 3, Chad 0. Goals from Antoine Semenyo, Jordan Ayew. Getting the goals for the Black Stars of Ghana. And then just quick thoughts from what you saw in the first half. Inaki Williams also getting on the score sheet in the 32nd minute. I'm not too impressed with the performance in general, but then of course someone will talk about the fact that the Black Stars have been able to put 3 past a country that is ranked 176th on the FIFA rankings. And if it ends this way, Ghana will sit top of Group I, 12 points. And just like the president said, you would have to eat before heading into the Accra Sports Stadium to go watch the Black Stars. It's Ghana 3, Chad 0. Edwin, quick thoughts, and then we hand over to Susubriam, Yai Jeminta, and Coach Christopher Nimley.
Well, I know the conversations at halftime and maybe after the game will be it's only Chad, but you beat what's in front of you. It was only Niger, it was only Comoros, it was only the Central African Republic, and the Black Stars still had disappointing results against every team on that list. So it was important for the Black Stars to come out and establish dominance pretty early. They did so with that first goal from Semenyo. And even though they trailed off a bit in that first half, Chad didn't offer anything that could cause the Black Stars a problem, and eventually the goal started flowing from Iñaki Williams and from Jordan Ayew. And it's important to have all 3 of Ghana's forwards on the score sheet, because goal scoring had become a problem for the Black Stars, especially from the front line. So to see them all get onto the score sheet, to see them all playing well, it's just good feelings, good signs for the Black Stars that things may be turning around, things may be looking on the up, even though it's just Chad.
Charlie, Ghana score where I lose my voice. Okay, Charlie, forgive me. Posse G, I'll make it go. What up? What? GH Black Stars.
Lord of mercy.
Yeah, call. What? Charlie, Ghana for Bobo Manakama Kuma. Said I'm Bodega Medica Forgot Tight Corner. The digger you, Jeda was a winner Stephen Apia, Prince Boatin, Gomori Boss at Talia. One and never Bagomo Muklimi go Vasia cry, that chairman among Amusha Jalabia. With the Dami person, and your Meneso Meka, Mijami Gushi, and ye, do know your friend and run. Yo, Mimia Faka fan, the Sagana for Bobo, and I made that could have been pick up a cat, the cafe can be Jimmy Pants. Sakodega Palm, a real film of my dash. I said, I can see him come as some way jam, match it up for what they say to be dear pan. My yard, the Corado do be a A1, but be a Clinton, Corada need a great fan. When I can be the best from give us a magic hyper, return of a Magedon blaster, sing Jaida as I'm one champion, your number one striker, Kingston, when you're doing your number one diver.
So it's a party in the studio. Ghana are 3 goals up against Chad, like Coach wanted. They've got, I guess the result is secured. I mean, the result is secured. Yeah. But I'll start with Yao. Yeah. What are your thoughts on the first half? What stood out to you? Like, what do you think?
What stood out to me? The quality of the goals. Yeah, the quality of the goals Ghana scored. I think it was on the low side, and we profited from several defensive lapses, and we even scored a questionable goal. Even with the second goal, for looking at that goal.
People are saying that Kudus was offside.
Kudus was in an offside position, and he blocked the line of vision of the goalkeeper.
Or no VAR.
Well, no VAR, but for me, even sitting here without the need for a replay, I could see straight away that Kudus was in an offside position, and he more or less played a role to an extent in Ghana getting that goal with Iñaki Williams scoring it, and so that should have straight away been flagged for an offside. But the assistant referee couldn't get it done, and so the goal stands. But it's the quality of the goals that stood out for me, because they've made it look like we did a great job when it comes to the set pieces, and which we had quite a number of them, and I wasn't impressed with how it was handled. The set piece situation was dealt with by Ghana in general, but because of the defensive lapses, we created chances out of those poor quality set pieces, set piece routines and set piece execution, and we even ended up getting 3 goals from those situations, with 2 out of the 3 goals that Ghana scored coming from those set piece situations. So I think that's what pretty much stood out for me, and also the fact that Edwin alluded to this. Iñaki Williams getting a goal, Antoine Semenyo getting a goal.
Jordan has not scored in any of our previous 10 qualifiers.
He was one of those guys. He and Iñaki Williams, at least from an attacking standpoint,
they needed it.
They really needed it, because they are doing very well for their respective teams, but some way somehow they can't seem to turn on the star when they come to play for Ghana, and so they coming in and getting goals for the Black Stars. It's a positive thing, and even in the lead up to the game, like I said, I see this game more or less as trying to get the Black Stars into their gear, just get it out of their system and let their rhythm flow build up in the lead up to a game that will be more competitive, that will be more tough than this one. That is that game on Monday against Madagascar. And so seeing what we've seen so far in that first half, I think everything is on point. But the standout feature for me, it has to be the quality of the goals we scored, and clearly it's on the low side.
So text line is 0549 986 996. And for the listeners, I really want to hear, how are you going to celebrate? Because clearly we are winning. So if you are going to celebrate this win, let us know how you celebrate. Coach, what do you expect from the second half?
So I remember the last time I put up a City FM 11. It was a very competitive game. If I select Susu, Edwin, Yao,
Ibrahimovic,
Desmond,
I'll play the role of Ibrahimovic.
Myself, Gabi, we beat Chad a minimum of 4.
Oh, coach, don't do this. Because that striker he looks tall. I think at centre back he will bully me. And you look at me, I think he will bully me.
City FM 11 will beat this people.
So you are not impressed?
Oh, I'm impressed because, like Edwin rightly said, you can only beat what is in front of you. But look, this is absolutely nothing. We all expected this to happen. Congrats to the Black Stars. So quickly, I don't expect to see Partey come back on the pitch.
No Kudus.
I don't expect to see Kudus. I don't want to see Jordan on the pitch. I don't want to see Semenyo on the pitch. I don't want to see Inaki Williams on the pitch.
So you want him to just use his
immediately 5 sub or maybe 4, and then later. But Partey is somebody I don't want to see on the pitch. If Partey were to come back in that second half, clearly we've got technical problems with the coaches.
I mean, we are feeling that way. I think
because at the end of the day, I'd still do maintain that Monday game is going to be a very, very difficult game. I remember when we played Madagascar in Kumasi, it took the very last kick of the game for Naki Williams to give us that all-important winning goal. And that was a very, very difficult game.
Very difficult.
I watched them beat Central African Republic on Wednesday. What this Chad team is doing, I can put my neck on the chopping board. Madagascar will not even do one. They will give us a better game, a well-competitive game, a well-contested game. So we need to start thinking about them. The next 45 minutes, if we put Heart of Lions, I won't even mention Kotoko and those people, but if we put Gold Stars, Accra Lions, they will just continue the route. So congratulations to the team. This is what I was expecting, because you see, I'm so much concerned about why we are playing today and we are playing on Monday. I stressed on that at the beginning of the game. So once that things have gone enough, I predicted first half 3-0. Quick.
No, you did.
And then you pull out. I mean, take them out. Because this Chad team, they've got absolutely nothing to offer. But just some few things that I want to notice. Maybe because of the quality of the opposition, our players knew that even if there was no need to strike them. Because there were moments in that game where I sensed that we were becoming more and more frustrated.
I could see you were getting frustrated when they didn't release the ball and that
early,
kind of stuff.
Kudus holding on to it unnecessarily. Partey picks up the ball. He's watching. He's waiting for movement. Nobody's moving. He turns. He gives it back to the left fullback. He receives it again. He turns. He watch. Nobody's moving. He turns. He gives the back square. But look, there's problem with our laterals. These two laterals, we are in big trouble, man.
You are not impressed with the fullbacks.
We are in very, very big trouble on Monday. And on Monday, if it's the Schindler and Gideon Mensah at our laterals, so we are in big trouble.
But Gideon Mensah is our first choice left
No,
back. Do we have another left
He's
back?
never been good enough.
But
that's where the system change needs to come in. The coach
The
needs
back
to come
three,
in. It needs to be a back three
you know,
and use
he's
him
never
as a
been
wing
good
back.
enough. He's never
I
been
have
good
to
enough.
be honest. I'm not sure about the back three because I don't think we've been able to keep a clean sheet with the back three.
Yes,
It's because it is something we should be doing regularly, but we don't do them. How many times have we played a back three?
I have to
I remember it was the friendly game against Brazil where we considered 3 in the first half. Then he went a back 3 to more or less. It's what that system does. It gives you more men.
Yeah.
And make sure there's a proper defensive line cover. So if they can understand the off the ball movement and the covering of each other, you are always assured that you will limit or reduce the chances that your opponents are going to create against you. Like Schindler, you see, Schindler looks overweight for a lateral.
But he's been playing regularly for some sport.
But
And they are even third in the Turkish Super League.
His pace
So
is extremely very, very suspect.
he's 32, 33. So
Maybe he slowed down because look, I watched him the last time we played away. He was breathing very uncomfortably, very uncomfortably. And on Monday is going to be extremely disastrous if this is the way he's going to play. So please, I think Salisu said need to come up because the boy that Simpson, the boy from Nation, yeah, introduce him. Because Salisu we know is not the very quick. He's normally very flat-footed. Watch him when he's running. His heels are on the pitch. That's why you remember against Sudan, they could expose the lack of pace.
And that's why we need to go with the back three, because you need to play a system that enhances the strength of your players and hides their weaknesses.
As for Chad, they've got nothing to offer. I'm very happy.
Look,
we've scored 3 in the first half. Do the changes, do the smart changes, because look, with our players in this team, you don't need to kick them for them to pick up an injury.
Yeah,
a simple jog. But let me comment on the pitch. The way people praise the quality of the pitch, I mean,
it was bouncing and bubbling.
Yeah, the ball is still bouncing. The ball actually still bouncing, and it's becoming very difficult for the ball. So on Monday, that is a quality. You see the quality pitch in Morocco. The ball will be doing a lot of the movement. So let's reserve the energy of these boys and then get our players to rest.
I want to talk more about the system change. Like I said, we've not kept a clean sheet to the back three. What other potential ideas do we have? Let's say it's not the back three. What else can we do to be more secure? I'm just trying to get some ideas.
Play with the back four, then you need quicker centre backs, knowing very well that Otoado always has his back line go a bit forward, and his laterals go way forward and way outfield. That's what we did against Sudan, like coach said. And they played just long balls, 2 long balls, and we got caught out because Salisu is not the fastest.
But
Jiku is also not the fastest.
You see, I want to talk about that Sudan game. Just what I remember from the Sudan game is that even though we played with 2 DMs, our center was very soft.
Yes,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And that's something that because I think our issue might not even necessarily be the center backs, but the midfield itself. Yeah. I think our midfield doesn't stop anything.
In that game against Sudan, we played with 2 minded and defensive midfielders.
And what I'm saying, they didn't stop anything.
Exactly. But even if you play someone who is a bit different, like Thomas Partey, does he have the legs to be able to cover when the ball is played long and our defensive centre backs step up and he has to be the one covering? Right. That's a problem. And that's why you need to either, if you are playing with a back four, you need to have very quick centre backs. If you are playing with a back three, which I recommend, it helps in a sense that you have an extra body. Then you can play someone like, let's say, Abdul Momin in that back three. Then
but I don't think he's with the squad.
Yeah, he's not with the squad. He's injured. Then you can push Gideon Mensah upfield and play him as a wing back, because that is his strength. That is his strength at this stage in his career. When you do it for the opposite flank, the same with Alidu Seidu, the same with Tariq Lamptey, that is their strength. So you are playing a system that helps the players cover their weaknesses and enhances their strength, and that plays into the overall game plan for the team, and that's how you win.
So I'll read some text now. So the woes of the Black Stars cannot be the coach nor the quality of the players. It's a lack of commitment on the part of the players. If they show that dedication and commitment to the red, gold and green, the Black Star will take his place high above the world, so high like a ruby in the sky. That's Ken from Takwa. Ken, I like your poetry. The nation's Wembley has turned into a fortune ground for the Black Stars. Ghana 4, Chad 0, Raymond Decoder inside Tema Community 4. Let's wait till we meet Madagascar. This Chad team there, Ibi Yawao. Please add your name next time. The real test will come against Madagascar. So that's Kwiku Apia. So I think a lot of people quite agree with you guys that this match doesn't. We have not learnt much. We have not learnt much.
So Edwin in goal. So 2. Desmond.
I'm a centre back. So.
Yao and Nketia 9 and 10.
I'm a centre back coach. I can't play. I don't the pace. I don't the pace. You let me play.
Abeku in midfield. Or Chiche passes and Abeku in midfield. From Abeku.
Manuel will play the 7.
Manuel. Very pacey, of course. Just release the ball. We'll make this thing like 8. Chat team.
It looks like there's not any changes.
Oh, these are people. Oh my goodness. No, but this is so obvious. Why do you bring these people back? You know,
they come to game me.
No. You don't do that. Look, you don't do that. You don't do that.
Maybe he's doing 60 minutes.
Is it this thing? It will not come down to goal difference. So
it's about winning games.
It's about winning games. The way the group is shaping up, it will not be decided by goals. It will be decided by 3 points. Preserve Partey. So now, if anything were to happen to Partey,
we are doomed.
Or Jordan, or any of our players that we need on Monday, what would they be telling us? I spoke about the lack of balance in midfield per the collapse.
No, that was.
Partey is the only proper DM in the team. What is he doing back on the pitch? What is he doing back on the pitch? He should not be there. He should not even play. Look, 45 minutes, more than enough. We are 3-0 up against a toothless team. Oh, Lord Jesus.
So that was Coach Christopher Nimley and Yaya J. Minta. I will hand over to Gabby and Edwin for the second half.
Welcome back to the second half commentary of Ghana taking on Chad in the 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers. Match day 5 is the Black Stars of Ghana by 3-0 against the LaSalle of Chad at the Accra Sports Stadium. Match day 5, of course. No changes done on the part of both teams. But of course, the Black Stars of Ghana will be looking to add to the goals they scored in the second half. I am Gabby Affair, doing this with Edwin Kwakofi. Let me just take quick thoughts from Edwin on what he's expecting in the second half.
Well, what I'm not expecting is more unnecessary fouls like the one Kingsley Schindler just gave away. Because the Chad player was going nowhere and decided to foul. Now they've got a set piece that they can trouble the Black Stars with. But I'm expecting the Black Stars to dominate more, to get a few more goals, and also preserve some of the key players in the squad. I'm surprised a few of them go back onto the pitch, like Thomas Partey and Kudus Mohamed, giving the significant lead. Well, Kudus, I'm less surprised because I think he wants a goal in this game, and this is a perfect game to get a goal, giving Iñaki Williams and Enyo and Jordan have all scored. So you'd expect Kudus to also be on the score sheet. But I think preserving him for Monday is much more important than him getting a goal in this game. So I'm expecting them to be preserved as the game goes on.
Well, Ghana now on top of the table with 12 points, followed by Madagascar at second, 10 points. Comoros are third with 9 points. Mali fourth with 8 points. The Central African Republic do have 4 points, and Chad are yet to record a single point out of 5 games played in the 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers. Is Ghana starting another attack? A quick showing. Alexander Jiku with a ball on the part of Chad. One substitution. Introducing Abaka, replacing Yusuf for the rest of the second half. Is Ghana starting an attack? Kudus finds Thomas Partey. Partey will give it to Alexander Jiku. Jiku takes it to Kingsley Schindler. Schindler lays a pass to Yanis Nyama. Nyama looking to find Iñaki Williams, but that's a goal kick on the part of the Chadian national team.
That move may not have ended well, but it was shades of Lazio and Mauricio Sarri. Touch the ball once or twice and you move it on, and that's what we saw there. Unfortunately, the final pass was not good enough. But I want to see more of this play, not one player hogging possession for a few seconds before releasing it, or not even releasing it. You touch the ball a couple of times, you release it, and then you get your players in good positions. The opposition can't keep up with them, and eventually your players get some space to operate in. I feel we don't do a lot of that with the Black Stars. Our players tend to hold on to the ball for far too long, and it allows the opposition defenders to get back into position.
Well, Ghana and at the moment in a very comfortable space of qualifying for the 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers, but they do have to take care of Madagascar late on Monday in Morocco. The game is at 7 p.m. It's Ghana taking on Madagascar in the match day 6. The Black Stars pretty confident, or will be very confident heading into that clash against Madagascar late on Monday. No changes on the part of Coach Otuado. Staying with the first 11 put up for that game against Chad. It's Ghana 3, Chad 0, 49 minutes at the Accra Sports Stadium. Chad with the ball now on the left side of the Black Stars. Very slow build up, takes it to Mohamed Kaji. Kaji will find Hossein. A very slow build up on the part of Chad, looking very confident in the second half, and no boy. It's a throw-in on the part of the Black Stars. Edwin,
we've spoken a lot about Chad's quality, but they seem to get worse with each play. Running forward, players going forward, players misplacing passes, players not being strong enough. We've seen a lot from Chad, and I know it's a bit tough or harsh to discredit the Black Stars for what seems to be a very comfortable victory, but we've got to talk about the opponent and the level of opposition they are facing, and it's pretty lackluster. And aside that, one thing I've been unimpressed with is the referee's performance. I feel he's allowed a lot of soft fouls, and he's let some pretty nasty fouls go quite easily, and I hope he improves as the game continues, because at this stage we might see an injury report too long.
Well, Felix Josa has shown a third yellow card on the part of the Chadians, and Kudus really involved in a very tight space against two Chadians. Well, that's a free kick on the part of Chad. This starts really quickly. Ball is with Daba, takes it back to Felix. Spotting the jersey number 4. We'll find skipper for tonight, Abdurrahmi. Takes it to Abakar. Wearing the jersey number 8 for Chad today. Lays it to Thiam. Thiam has been dispossessed. Niama into the box of the Chadians, but that's a very good call from Libyan referee Abdulrazak. It's a free kick on the part of the Black Stars. A very good run by Enes Niama. He was being stopped in the shots by Thiam, who is wearing the jersey number 10 for Chad tonight. It's a free kick for Ghana. Ghana 3, Chad 0. 52 minutes done at the Accra Sports Stadium. Really poor play from Chad. Edwin.
That was a very cynical foul, and I'm surprised the referee did not book him for it. You can see the frustration on Enesnyama after that foul was made, and the more frustrated the Chadian defenders are, the harder the tackles are, and the more at risk our players are, the Black Stars players are. So I think, yes, there's a suggestion being made to Otoado for some substitutions to be made, and I think it's time to make those substitutions to preserve key players ahead of Monday's match against Madagascar.
Oh, speaking of key players, Otoado will be looking to Yankov, Thomas Partey, Mohamed Kudus, maybe Jordan Ayew. We'll give chances to Jerry Friye, Abu Francis. These are players the Black Stars have gone on the bench. It's a free kick for Black Stars. Kudus behind the ball with, is that Kingsley Schindler? Enes Niama, I believe. A really poor free kick from Mohamed Kudus. Really, really poor.
That was dreadful from Mohamed Kudus. You expect better from him. He basically lifted the ball over the bar, didn't give the goalkeeper any problems. For such a position right in front of goal, just a few meters outside the box, you'd expect at least the goalkeeper to be tested or to be giving a bit of a worry, but the goalkeeper just stood and waved the ball over the bar. Kudus should be disappointed in himself for that effort, because that was a good chance for him to get a goal, from Ghana to get a foul.
Ghana in the box of the Chadians, whips in a low cross, but very good save from Njiasem. The Chadians will start another attack again. It's on the left side of the Black Stars. Count things down. Ball finds Thiam. skipper for tonight on the part of Chadians. Hits a very long pass, but the Black Stars will intercept that ball and will start another attack. Gideon Mensah finds Antoine Semenyo. Semenyo lays it back to Gideon Mensah. Salisu takes it to Jiku. Jiku will take it back to Mohamed Salisu. Salisu lays it back to Gideon Mensah. Mensah lays a very good pass for Enes Nyoma. Whips in a low cross to Antoine Semenyo. Good hits by Semenyo, but in Jassem, not a big trouble for the Chadian goalkeeper in Jassem. And look at that pass again. Very good pass from Enes Nyoma. Finds Antoine Semenyo just around the D. And Semenyo was looking to hit a very good strike with his left foot, but not too good by the Bournemouth striker.
He's already scored a goal, so I mean you can accept him taking such shots. But if you want your team to work as a well-oiled unit, you'd expect your forwards to link up in such moments. There were 3 defenders right in front of him. He had options to his right. He could have found a teammate and kept up the move, but the shot was deflected over, and the Black Stars have a corner which they've scored from.
Well, that's the 4th goal on the part of the Black Stars of Ghana. It's Ghana 4, Chad 0. Mohamed Salisu gets his name on the goal scoring chart for the Black Stars of Ghana. It's Ghana 4, Chad 0, 55 minutes, and it's job done, we can't say, for the Black Stars of Ghana. And Benjamin Asare with a fisted in Kwakofi clean sheet if it ends like this for the Hearts of Oak goalkeeper who is making his debut for the Black Stars of Ghana.
I spoke a lot in the first half about how the Black Stars were underutilizing set pieces. I think it's a good sign that the Black Stars still have some good set piece work in them, but you have to look at that defending from the set piece and think, that was awful from Chad.
Really awful defending.
There was no one ready for the ball. They seemed to be unsure of themselves, and everyone left Mohamed Salisu to get a free header on the ball. And you don't get that from the top level sides. You don't get that from the best teams on the continent. So a good goal from Mohamed Salisu, a good goal for the Black Stars, a 4th goal which takes them further ahead. But I think Chad have just shown themselves to be very, very weak opposition.
Well, Salisu's 2nd goal for the Black Stars of Ghana. He scored his first goal for the Black Stars in a 2-0 friendly against Switzerland back in November 17, 2023. 25 years of age, played for AS Monaco in the French Ligue 1. 23 appearances this season, 3 goals for Monaco, 17 appearances for the Black Stars. His 3rd goal, for the Black Stars, and made his debut for the senior national team in November 2019. And that's a pitch invader who's gone straight to Antoine Semenyo. What is happening? Just calmly goes to hug Semenyo. I'm sure he wants to take a Edwin Kofi.
Yeah.
Well,
obviously a fine for the Black
of
Stars,
course,
for the GFA. For that pitch invader, and it's delayed the game for a few seconds. And obviously, with the recent conversations about stadium security, this just adds another level to it. We do see it across football all over the world, but for our peculiar situation where we have some trouble with security and player safety and technical team safety, this adds another level to the worry that we all have.
Well, the Ghana Football Association would get to hear from the Confederation of African Football after that incident on the pitch. Is Ghana starting another attack again? They've been dispossessed, but a good run from Gideon Mensah takes the ball back to Mohamed Salisu. Salisu will find Benjamin Asare, plays for Accra Hearts of Oak. He's been very, very calm today. Asare will find Gideon Mensah. Oh, what a pass from Asare. And a very good one from Gideon Mensah as well. The Black Stars in a very comfortable lead, calm and composed at the back. Salisu now finds Mohamed Kudus. Kudos will take it back to Mohamed Salisu again. Salisu bumping forward, finds Gideon Mensah on the left. Gideon will take the ball back to Alexander Jiku, just in the center circle. Jiku bumping forward, hits a very long pass, looking to find Enes Nyama, but the connection wasn't great. It's Ghana 4, Chad 0, 59 minutes, taking you to the hour mark, 60 minutes. Goals will definitely count in this group, Edwin Kakofi. So on the part of the Black Stars, when it comes to goals scored, this will do them some good.
It definitely will, especially considering how tight the group is. Mali are back in form. The Black Stars have also got another win here. Comoros, if they can get their act back together after that Mali loss, they are also in there. So, and Madagascar as well. So there's a lot to play for in this group. This is a very good win, a very comprehensive win. A few more goals would not just boost the Black Stars standing in the league or the table, but also boost the confidence of the players going into future matches. A couple of goals for Antoine Semenyo if he manages to get another, or Iñaki Williams, or Jordan Ayew, or even Kudus Mohammed, and I'm sure it will be on his head. In his head that he hasn't scored, he hasn't been involved in goals for a bit, and especially after that Niger game where he missed the penalty right at the death. They would want to get a few goals to boost their own confidence going into games after this, because there'll be tougher tests, and you want your best players, you want your strikers in having a good mentality, having their heads in a good place going into those games. So goals will definitely be a factor in this group. Goals will definitely be a factor going forward. So I expect the Black Stars to take advantage of every single opportunity to find the back of the net.
Well, Chad have considered 13 goals in the ongoing World Cup qualifiers. They've scored just once. The Black Stars are looking to score again, and that's a very sweet pass from Antoine Semenyo, but in Jassem will come out and grab that. He says enough to concede against the Black Stars of Ghana. It's Ghana 4, Chad 0. The Black Stars have scored 11 goals and conceded 5. On the part of Madagascar is 9 goals, conceded 3. So goal difference of 6, tied with the Black Stars of Ghana, also 6. But of course Ghana has scored a lot more goals than the rest of the teams in Group I. .97.3 match day 5 of the 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers. It's Ghana 4, Chad 0. Chad with the ball now in their own half. Takes it to Thiam. Thiam will find in Jassem. Jassem looking a bit jittery, but hits along, finds double. But he's been blocked by Antoine Semenyo. Referee says play on. Semenyo getting into the box of the Chadians. Lays a very good pass for Enes Nyama. Nyama will find Jordan Ayew. Just in the box of the Chadians. Jordan mixes himself really break. Will find Gideon Mensah. Mensah takes it to Thomas Partey. Partey switch sides to Kingsley Schindler. And it's a calm build up on the part of the Black Stars. Jiku will find Kudus. Kudus switch sides to Gideon Mensah. Mensah whips in across, who's there to connect, and a very good clearance on the part of Chadians. The ball is now with Ahmed wearing the jersey number 7. Goes past Kingsley Schindler, Lacey to double. Very calm build up on the part of Chad.
To show you how dominant the Black Stars have been, they have 74% of possession. Chad have no goal attempts. They've had 1 corner kick, and they are being beaten black and blue by the Black Stars. And obviously, going forward, we are going to talk about how this was a very easy game for the Black Stars. No threats, no competition. but you still, as coach said, you've still got to beat what is in front of you, and they've managed to find 4 goals out of nowhere. So I would say that a good performance so far from the Black Stars. It's very surprising that Otoado hasn't made any changes yet. You'd have expected him to take off a few of the players who have been influential in this game, like Thomas Partey, Jordan, maybe Iñaki and Antoine Semenyo in preparation for Monday, because it's a quick turnaround, a quick trip to Morocco, and you want your players as rested as possible. And with the match being over at halftime, you would have expected them to have taken a seat during the break, but even after 65 minutes,
he's yet to effect a change. Well, is that there's a corner kick for Chad. That's a second corner kick for Chad. It's Ghana 4, Chad 0, 65 minutes. Played at the Accra Sports Stadium. Director behind the ball. Webster, a very good cross, and that's a very good cross by the Chadians. Is that a second? A third, of course, for Chad. Benjamin Asari called to duty. And Asari couldn't get great connection on the cross put in by Chad. Another one, this time on the right side of attack for Chad. Very good one. Benjamin Asari then again called to duty. Is that another corner kick? Yes, it is.
Pretty worrying last few moments with the set pieces from Chad. I think they've recognized that they can't get at Benjamin Asari if they put enough balls in the box and put enough people around him. But the third time, unlucky for them as Asari grabs a hold of it. But the only opportunities you see Chad scoring from are set pieces, and they almost made the most of a couple of them, but eventually Asari grabs the ball and moves on to attack.
The Black Stars are now attack again. Semenyo was looking to find Gideon Mensah, but it's been cleared. Ghana still with the ball. Mohamed Salisu finds Antoine Semenyo. On the left side of our attack, gives it to Gideon Mensah. Mensah will take the ball all the way back to Mohamed Salisu. Wearing the jersey number 3. 69 minutes. It's Ghana 4, Chad 0. Gideon Mensah gets it to Jordan Ayew. Jordan takes it to Mohamed. Alexander Jiku. Jiku will find Partey. Partey lost it to Mohamed Salisu. Salisu finds Gideon Mensah. Mensah lays in a very good pass to Jordan Ayew. Good hit! A 5th goal by the Black Stars of Ghana. Enes Nyama. A very sweet assist by Jordan Ayew. A back flick, of course. And Enes Nyama gets on the score sheet. It's Ghana 5, Chad 0.
A very well worked goal from the Black Stars. Very good passing sequence, moving it from right to left. Eventually got to Jordan Ayew. A very nice back heel to Enes Nyama, and he hit a really powerful shot at the goalkeeper. Good celebration as well. 5 goals from the Black Stars. Expected, but very, very convincing as well. So good performance from the Black Stars tonight.
It's Enes Nyama's 4th goal for the Black Stars. 2 assists in 17 appearances. 21 years of age, plays for Olympique Lyon in the French Ligue 1. He scored 31 appearances to his name this season. 6 goals for Olympique Lyon. He's in a very good form for the French League side. And Enes Nyama carries his form from club side to the national team. It's Ghana 5, Chad 0. What a hit by Ghana's Enes Nyama. 68 minutes.
Enes Nyama has consistently been one of Ghana's better youngsters over the last few years. Unfortunately, he's found game time difficult for the Black Stars in that time. There have been players who have been played ahead of him, sometimes unfortunately, sometimes unfairly. But he's always waited for his opportunity, and eventually he has got a chance in the squad. He's taking it, and he scored finally. hopefully he gets a good running with the team and is able to impose himself and seal the starting spot consistently.
The product of the Nordsjælland team in Denmark, together with Mohamed Kudus. It's a very good performance from Enes Nyama in the last couple of months for the Black Stars. His third goal for the Black Stars of Ghana. And Ghana will start another attack again on the left side. Antoine Semenyo in the box of the Chadians, goes past one player into the goal kick. Smart move by Antoine Semenyo. Semenyo is having a really good season this season for Bournemouth. He's got 9 goals already for the Cherries, and Andoni Iraola always on the starting sheet for Bournemouth week in, week out.
I think good thing we've seen from Otoado is the fact that he's utilizing these players in their strongest positions. We've seen Semenyo coming down off the left. Usually for Bournemouth he's on the right, but he also plays quite well from the left as well. Iñaki on the right, we've seen him there produce as number 10 sometimes, but often he drifts onto the right as well, and it's Nyama giving the freedom to move from left to right. In the second half he's played more from the left, so the coach is utilizing these players in positions where they can make an impact, positions where they can cause problems to the opposition, and it's working out so far with 5 goals from the squad.
Well, Coach Otoado has taken 2 players of Antoine Semenyo and Enes Nyama. He's introducing Kamaldeen Sulemana, who played for Southampton, and I guess the second player is Abu Francis, who plays for Cercle Brugge in the Belgian Jupiler League. 71 minutes, Ghana 5, Chad 0. Match day 5 for the 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers. The Chadians also effecting some change, yanking off about 3 players and introducing fresh legs. Yannick, wearing the jersey number 9, has been taken off, replaced by jersey number 18, Noel Alaramaji, with just some few minutes to end the second half. So Francis Abu comes on to replace Iñaki Williams, who scored his second goal for the Black Stars of Ghana against Chad in the 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers. Mohamed Salisu has been fouled. Ghana looking to add more goals in the second half. Coach Otoado looking for his 3rd win in the 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers, a 4th win overall for Ghana in the 2026. It's a different start comparing to the AFCON qualifiers, where Coach Otoado wins the entire 6 games without a single win. But that story is really different. The Black Stars hoping to qualify for the World Cup next year, set to be hosted by the United States of America, Canada and Mexico. A 5th World Cup appearance if they're able to qualify. And Coach Otoado looking to etch his name into the history books of Ghana football as the first Ghanaian coach to qualify the team on 2 occasions, after doing so in 2022 when he qualified the team to Qatar. Played that final game against Nigeria. 1-1 it ended at the Moshood Abdullah Stadium. The Black Stars were through to the World Cup in Qatar. Kamaldeen Sulemana with the ball, when the jersey number 22 goes past the Chadian opponent and lays in across. Is that a 6th goal? Nope. A very good clearance by Chad, and they'll start an attack of their own. But it's not been too convincing. Jiku with the ball takes it back to Benjamin Asari, who's been called to duty. Quickly lay the pass off to Mohamed Salisu. Salisu very calm, finds Abu Francis. Francis will give it back to Mohamed Salisu. Mohamed Salisu will give it to Thomas Partey. Exchange of passes just around the center circle. Salisu now finds and is Kamaldeen Sulemana lays it to Nyaki Williams. Nyaki will cross it, looking to find Jordan Ayew. But Gideon Mensah will come there and help Jordan out. Mensah finds Jordan Ayew, skipper for tonight. Flex it back to Gideon Mensah. Mensah will find Thomas Partey. Wearing the jersey number 5. Plays for Arsenal. Lays it 1-2 with Jordan Ayew. Gets it back to Gideon Mensah. Mensah will find Nyaki Williams again. Exchanging of passes down the left. The Chadians looking very uninterested. But the Black Stars would want to add more goals. Abu Francis wearing the jersey number 21. Takes it to Kingsley Schindler. On the right side, Schindler will take it back to Jiku. Jiku finds Francis again. Finds Mohamed Salisu. Salisu will take it to Gideon Mensah. Mensah inverting. And finds Kamaldeen Sulemana. Partey now with the ball. Rocking the jersey number 5. The Black Stars doing well to hold possession now. 75 minutes. It's Ghana 5, Chad 0. A good flag by Thomas Partey. But will take a slight interception by the Chadian. Partey will regain the possession. Finds Kamaldeen Sulemana, goes past one player, whips in a low cross into the Chadian box, but nobody there to connect, and Chad will clear their lines. It's a throw-in for the Black Stars of Ghana.
The game seems to be trickling out. I'm sure a few players on the Black Star side would want to get their name on the score sheet, and I've spoken already about Kudus Mohammed. But I think they will also want to conserve their energy for Monday's match, which certainly will be a tougher ask. It's interesting to see Kamaldeen Sulemana back in the squad. He's had a rough go of it, but he seems to have come into a bit of form with Southampton as well. So it's good to see him back with the Black Stars. We know the talent he has, very skillful, very quick player. Questions about his end product, but he's still someone who can change the game for the Black Stars. So it's good to see him in the squad. And doing his stuff, but right now the game is basically over. Chad are not really offering much going forward. Passes forward are straight to Black Stars players. Any tackles end up being fouls. They can't hold on to the ball. Their passing accuracy is so bad. So overall, it's been a very good performance for the Black Stars without having to get out of first gear basically, and they've walked this game. On Monday is going to be a tougher ask, but winning is always good for the team. It's always good for players because they go into another game knowing that they have 3 points behind them, knowing that they have the confidence booster of a win behind them. So going to the Madagascar game, they are going to look at that and say we can win games. The AFCON qualifiers might have dented their confidence a bit, but this would definitely be a really good jolt that they needed.
Well, Kamaldeen Sulemana, 23 years of age, plays for Southampton in the English Premier League. 21 appearances this season, 2 goals and 2 assists. But he's yet to score for the senior national team. 20th appearances for the Black Stars of Ghana. Received his first call-up for the Black Stars on September 25, 2020, ahead of Ghana's game against Mali. He made his debut in Ghana's 3-0 friendly loss to Mali on October 9, 2020, and the former coach Siki Akono. It's Ghana 5, Chad 0, 78 minutes. Ghana at the Accra Sports Stadium. Chad is on another attack. Managed to go past Abu Francis, but Francis will regain command and take the ball off him. Kudus goes past 2 players, but Kudus has been dispossessed. Chad coming again. Tiam hits a lofty pass, looking to find Yakuba Abdallah. But Ghana have got 2 big central defenders just in front of Benjamin Asari, Mohamed Salisu and Alexander Jiku. 78 minutes at the Accra Sports Stadium. Kamaldeen Sulemana not too happy with a tackle by Abdama. There's another change by Coach Otuado. Jerry Afriyie has been taken off. As Jordan Ayew been taken off, Jerry Afriyie has been there called up by Coach Otuado. Mohamed Salisu would also head back to the bench. Jerome Opoku will take the place of Mohamed Salisu. Jordan scoring his 5th goal in the 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers, tied with Mohamed Salah and Mohamed Trezeguet, both of Egypt. "80 minutes done at the Accra Sports Stadium. Is Ghana 5, Chad 0. Partey now with the ball. Partey surging forward. He's now the skipper after Jordan had to be taken over by the head coach Otuado. Kamaldeen Sulemana rocking the jersey number 22. Finds Alexander Jiku. Jiku will take it to Abu Francis, who plays for Cercle Brugge in the Belgian Pro League. Oh, good pass by Mohamed Kudus. Kudus finds Kamaldeen Sulemana. Sulemana will give it to Mohamed Kudus. Kudus in the box. Goes past 1 or 2 and Kudus. Oh, good save by Njiasem. It's just not a good day for Mohamed Kudus. Another save by the Chadian goalkeeper.
You'd have expected Kudus to find the back of the net. Again, denied by the Chadian goalkeeper. But good move from the Black Stars. Again, good passing from Thomas Partey, from Abu Francis, from Kamaldeen Sulemana. Good link up and good skill from Kudus to create the space for the shot. But he hits it straight at the goalkeeper. Well, I felt he could have lifted it over him.
The Black Stars won't give up. It's another attack coming from Gideon Mensah. That should be a set goal. A very good hit by JFEA. And that's another mess on the part of the Black Stars. Kudus and JFEA just in the mix of things. It was a good pass from Gideon Mensah. A very low one, of course. A slight tap from JFEA. And Kudus tracks the ball back to Frié, and a good hit from the 18-year-old chap who scored against Niger, looking to get onto the score sheet again. But oh boy, it will remain 5-0 in favor of the Black Stars of Ghana. It's another change on the part of the Black Stars. It's Lawrence Ajekum making his debut for the Black Stars. He was called up to replace Elisha Owusu after getting injured when he was named the 23-man squad. It's all over for Thomas Partey. A calm display by the Arsenal midfielder. Good decision, Edwin.
Late decision. I expected Partey to be off at halftime when he wasn't off when the second half started. I expected him to be yanked off at 50, then 60, then 70 minutes. At 80 minutes, it's ridiculous to have kept him on for this long, especially given his injury history, and especially knowing that you have a match coming up on Monday. But better late than never, as they say. But I'm shocked he stayed on the pitch for this long.
Well, Lawrence Ajekum has taken the place of vice captain Thomas Partey. 82 minutes for the Arsenal midfielder. It's Ghana 5, Chad 0, 83 minutes done here at the Accra Sports Stadium. The Black Stars will go top of the table. In fact, they are top of the table with 12 points, 12 goals scored. It's Chad starting an attack on the left side. Goes past 2 players, and as the ball is out of play, it's a goal kick on part of the Black Stars of Ghana. And that was a good attempt from Chad, Edwin. Yeah, you want to say a good attempt?
Based on what we've seen so far from them, I think that was one of their better attempts to get forward. I think that's the furthest any individual player has gone into the Black Stars box. So we give them credit for that if you want to. But more signs that the Black Stars have had it very easy in this game and do not need to point at this game when anyone is talking about a resurgence or a reset, as one of our colleagues likes to say. There's a lot more work to be done with this national team, but you can see signs that the team is getting there. Some good passing in some moments. It's because there are quality players in this team. I've said before that this team should be one of the best in Africa because of the players they have, all the way from attack to midfield to defense. Pound for pound, the Black Stars have some of the best individual quality players on the continent. So seeing them go through this patch where they are struggling to beat teams like Comoros, struggling to beat teams like Niger and Sudan, it's worrying. But this game shows that they can turn it up when they want to against the lesser fancied team. So maybe some signs of a turnaround for the Black Stars.
Well, signs of a turnaround for the Black Stars. It's Ghana starting another attack. Ball is with Abu Francis. Lazy to Lawrence Ajekum wearing jersey number 15. Ajekum will find Abu Francis. Both players play for Sekou Bruga. Oh, what a turn by Jerry Efriye, who plays in the Saudi Pro League. But that was a very good turn by the Chadians. Chad starting another attack. Ball is with him. Finds Adama on the right side. The Black Stars looking to dispossess the Chadians. Ghana starting another attack again. It's a free kick on the part of Chadians. It's Ghana 5, Chad 0, 86 minutes.
It's a free kick, a set piece, a chance for them to get what will be a consolation goal, but one that I'm sure they might cherish. I know they came into this game with very little chance of getting a result in here, and I'm sure the players and the technical team knew that it was going to be a tough ask. But if they manage to get out of the Accra Sports Stadium with a goal, I'm sure they'll be very, very happy.
Well, that's a very good hit by the Chadians, but Benjamin Asari was just right there. Not much of a trouble for the Accra Hatterford goalkeeper. It's been pretty decent for a 32-year-old. He's been
he hasn't been tested too much in this game, but the few times he's had to work for his money, he's come up with the goods. A few good claims from corners and crosses, just like that one. Although I felt that it was ridiculous for the Chadian to take a shot from that range. It was still moving in the air and had to be caught, and he did pretty well with that.
Well, speaking of the Chadians, they are in the box of the Black Stars. A very low cross hit by a good clearance by Jiku. Gideon Mensah still has the ball and was just caught sleeping on the job, but he's been dispossessed by the Chadians. The cross comes in and not much of a trouble for Benjamin Asari. So Edwin Kwakofi just speaking highly of Benjamin Asari's calm debut today for the Black Stars. 12 clean sheets for Accra Hearts of Oak. A first one, of course, if he ends this way for the senior national team. And what a way to do it in the 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers.
Credit to him. He's not done anything that would cause any doubts about his abilities in the goal. I feel that with the goalkeeping position as volatile as it is for the Black Stars, a couple of good games and he immediately establishes himself as number one. We've seen goalkeepers come out of nowhere and become number one for the Black Stars because they had a few games, good games under their belt. So it's a chance for him to stake his points,
stake his claim in the team,
and ensure that he leaves these qualifiers or this international break as a viable option for the Black Stars, possibly going into the World Cup and into future competitions, because it's a position we've struggled to fill consistently. We've had a few people who have been in the squad for a few games and then suddenly disappeared or made a few mistakes and suddenly out of the team. So it's not a position that's set in stone, and if he continues to perform well, continues to keep his calm, keep his cool and not make too many errors, he definitely could stake a claim for the number 1 spot.
Just 1 minute taking us to minute 90. Ghana still holding on to the 5-0 lead against the Chadians at the Accra Sports Stadium. If it ends this way, it will be Coach Otuado's third win in the 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers and a fourth for the Black Stars of Ghana in general, taking them to 12 points, top of Group I. 2 minutes added on. And JFA are looking to latch on to the pass from Kamaldeen Sulemana, placed in the Spanish third tier for CD Lugo. And he scored against Niger in the 2025 AFCON qualifiers, the last game where the Black Stars lost by 2-1. It should be all over soon. Ghana 5, Chad 0. Jiku with a good interception now, but referee says it's a foul against the Chadians. That's a free kick on the part of Chad. Foul by Abu Francis, who came on to replace Thomas Partey. Chad have still got possession. Ball now with Adama rocking the jersey number 7, but unable to go past Kingsley Schindler. It's Ghana 5, Chad 0. Fourth win in the ongoing World Cup qualifying series. Just like the players promised to deliver against Chad, they have done so after numerous visits by the President, John Dramani Mahama, several dignitaries from the Parliamentary Select Committees all over. The Black Stars of Ghana have recorded their 4th win in the 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers, a 3rd win for Coach Otuado, and a 2nd goal for Iñaki Williams. Thomas Partey making his 50th appearance for the Black Stars. Antoine Semenyo, Jordan Ayew grabbing his 5th goal. A lot of records on paper today, and it's Ghana 5, Chad 0. Coach Otuado would be a happy man tonight after going the entire AFCON qualifying series without recording a single win. 6 games, the Black Stars failed to win a single game, but that has been put aside for the World Cup qualifying series. It's a different narrative, and he's on the verge of qualifying Ghana to the World Cup set to be hosted by the United States of America, Canada and Mexico. The Black Stars will take on Madagascar next on Monday in Morocco at 7 p.m. and then when we'll take them much closer to the Mundial set for next year, 2026. It's Ghana 5, Chad 0. Impressive turnout at the Accra Sports Stadium, and I don't know what the lads in here think about the performance in general. Erin Kakofi, just brief thoughts, and then we'll hand over to Susu Graham and Coach Christopher Nimley and also Yao Jeminta for much more analysis on 97.3.
Well, Gabi, a comprehensive win against a lackluster opposition, but the table isn't going to read Ghana wins against a lackluster opposition. It's going to read Ghana has 3 more points. Ghana goes to the top of the league, and that's what the Black Stars were coming into this game for. That's what they knew they needed. A very good win, a very good performance. They knew the fans were going to turn out in their numbers because it was in Accra, it's on a Friday night. So they needed to be at their best, and they started the game off well with that early goal, and they just grew from strength to strength while the Chadians stayed the same. So it was a pressure relieving win for the players and for the head coach Otoado, who a lot of people aren't convinced by, but he started off the game with a very good tactical decision, ended it off with confusing tactical choices by keeping a few players on the pitch, but ultimately he picked up the win. The Black Stars do have the 3 points, while tougher tasks may be ahead for them, the national team. I think it was important for them to get this to boost their confidence going into the rest of the World Cup qualifiers, and to help Ghanaians forget the fact that they failed to make it to the AFCON. They needed to pick up this win. They needed to make it as dominant as possible, and that's exactly what they did. It might not have been the best opposition, but it's 3 points, and Ghanaians will celebrate tonight and maybe throughout the weekend until Monday's game comes up.
Well, Ghana top of the table, Group I with 12 points, 12 goals scored and 5 goals conceded. Madagascar second with 10 points, 9 goals scored, 3 goals conceded. Comoros third with 9 points. Mali follow fourth with 8. Central African Republic with 4 points, and Chad are yet to record a single point in the last 5 games played. It's all over. Ghana will switch focus to their next tie against Madagascar later on Monday. I am Gabi Offer. You heard from my co-commentator during Kakofi. There's more for you. Enjoy 97.3. Don't change your dial.
So a big win for the Black Stars. They have gotten it quite right, and they are top of the qualifying group. Big win for them. Look, they've done a lot with the goal difference. Everyone has gotten a bit of confidence. Coach, where do you stand on this performance and the results?
It was a performance that was never in doubt. We all expected the Black Stars to win comfortably, because like we've established, Chad has always been the whipping boys of the group. They are yet to take a point off any of the teams, and truth be told, we wouldn't have accepted anything apart from what we've got. So you want to congratulate the players, you want to congratulate the technical team, Otoado and his technical team. It's nice to see them very happy, because it's been a while. It's been a very long time since we saw this mood or this togetherness in our team, and for me, this is what we expect. Look, I think everything now goes to that game on Monday. I was a bit not satisfied with how long certain players was kept on the pitch. For example, Kudus played the entire 90 minutes.
Quite right.
Inaki Williams the entire 90 minutes. It's not by force that Kudus should score. Keep him on the pitch for him to score. Absolutely unnecessary. We don't need him to score before we win games, isn't it? Yeah. In fact, it becomes even more unacceptable if for the Black Stars to win a game, Kudus have to score. This is a game we're winning comfortably.
In fact, I'll counter you that a lot of the games that Kudus was scoring in the last 2 years is because no one else was doing anything.
Exactly.
In this game, you had other people who had stepped up. So,
and without a doubt, I've always maintained that if he plays well, the team tend to play very, very well. So why keep him on the pitch for 90 minutes? That was a decision I completely disagree with.
I just want to say, I think he struggled a bit at club level this season as well. His numbers are not good as well. So I think maybe I'm just counting. Maybe the confidence of the player, club level, so Otoado is trying to kind of give him a boost.
It's very unnecessary. You see, if I know where you are, I know what you are trying to do, which is something that others will say. But at the end of the day, you have to look at the bigger picture. The bigger picture is what is to happen on Monday. Whatever you do should have Monday in mind. And I think that if indeed we had Monday in mind, which I know we do have, there was no reason for him to play 90 minutes. There was absolutely no reason to keep Thomas Partey on the pitch for close to 82 minutes. These things,
I think
were
I
unnecessary.
have to say the Partey one is the one that bothers
Completely
me the
unnecessary.
most because
Partey's injury has all been what? Muscle injury.
yeah, his fitness.
Nobody
is not,
kicks him.
and
He's
he-
walking, he's jogging.
and considering his age, that he's in his
Exactly.
30s, and
You
we
have
are
to
playing
f-
on Friday. The match
and
is
then,
on Monday.
like I'm saying, they will sleep. By the time they will sleep, it will be past 12 o'clock.
I think anything past 60 minutes was
Unacceptable.
Was criminal.
I would have
honestly.
taken off after the first 3 goals. I wouldn't have brought him back after 45
Yeah,
minutes.
that one is also acceptable.
Complete
But I
going
think
rate.
60 minutes was the absolute
So
last.
at the end of the day, Jordan played close to 70, 80 minutes. You don't do that. Jordan is in his 30s.
Coach, before you continue, I don't know if I was the only one who noticed it, but when Jordan and Partey came off, they looked very upset, maybe at having been on the pitch for that long. And
Yeah, but
Otuado
I
tried to talk to them. I don't know
yeah,
if anyone
I saw the
else noticed.
discomfort, especially on Jordan's face.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the communication were, what went into that decision, how they were trying to get the message across. I really didn't know. I really don't understand that. So at the end of the day, you will have to find a way of making our team free. Like I've said, Madagascar, they played on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They'll be playing Ghana on Monday. We have played today. We have tomorrow, and we are going to travel tomorrow. So you count tomorrow out. By the time we get to Morocco tomorrow, nobody's going to train. The boys go straight to the hotel, relax, eat, take bath, go back to sleep. Sunday morning, let's go walk around a bit to ease out the jet lag. 24 hours to the game, 7 p.m. Sunday, you go to the pitch and train. You are not supposed to spend more than 45 minutes on the pitch. You understand? So you see, virtually no training session. And that is what some of us were talking about.
Well, maybe looking at how things panned out, this game was the training session.
No, but at
For
the end of
Madagascar.
you see, if this game actually was, then we shouldn't have trained for 90 minutes. That is the where I'm coming from. So if you're a Ghanaian, you can only congratulate this team for this performance and for this result. Well, of course, you don't want to blow the trumpet overboard, because we also, like I said, I put you at centre back, Edwin in goal, Desmond number 3, Yao and Nketiah 9 and 10.
Heskey and Owen.
Abeku in midfield, just supplying. We'll beat them maybe 4 or 5.
I want to continue on something Yao said about the training, this being the training. And then I'll go back to something Jordan and you said in an interview
That's right.
over the week about how he feels that the national team players are not performing the same way because they don't have the chemistry. Do you think that maybe Otuado was trying to use some of these minutes to build the chemistry? Do you think
Clearly, we will not play like this against Madagascar. Clearly, he will not go this attacking against them.
But I agree, but I'm
So
saying that
I-
knowing each other's tendencies, that this
Is it-
player likes to move here, this player
Is it-
maybe there's some value in that. I don't know what you think.
I don't know, but I completely disagree. I agree that you may use competitive game to get to know yourself better. But again, if you look at even this game, a very intense training session or a very serious training section is more intense than this game, where you have players competing, trying to win their position in the team. Very intense. It is more intense than this game. Chad is indeed very, very poor.
Yeah.
They are a very bad side. They don't even deserve to be playing the qualifiers. They are doing so perpetually to the fact that they are a country.
But didn't they beat someone to get here? I think they beat, was it Mauritius to get here?
Then
I'll
that
have to
team was
check.
extremely very, very bad.
I think they beat Mauritius 1-0 and 2-1.
Very,
I'll
very
have to check, but I think
Very,
I
very
think
bad.
there are
But-
some of
but-
the
but-
teams that have to play the first round for the
you have to
qualifiers.
congratulate them, and it's a bit good for at least the morale of our team. And then, like I said, don't blow this trumpet overboard. Please let me make a humble appeal. The management of the Black Stars should make sure that the team, when they get to Alisa this evening, everybody should go home. Nobody should go and visit the boys. Every family member, every friend, everybody go home. The boys are going straight to the hotel, take bath, take a little something, and then go and sleep.
But Coach, Town is bumping. It's Friday. The Black Stars have won. They should be
No.
able to celebrate.
No, the boys, if you go and celebrate this, then we will get walloped on Monday. Because everything should be made to make sure that the team is given proper rest, though. I mean, that's where I'm coming from. We saw Liverpool against Newcastle, the aftermath of that game against PSG. We saw that Atletico Madrid in the last 14 to 15 minutes were comfortably in the lead against Barcelona. Barca upped the tempo. Atletico naturally dropped the tempo because they had been involved over 120 a football game. They paid dearly. You are now coming to travel. I mean, I want to believe they know better. I want to believe Otto Addo, Mr. Schaefer, Desmond and co, they know, but I want to believe Stephen Appiah and co, they know better. Nobody should go to the hotel. Well, I have been to Black Stars games where after game, the people at the hotel, absolutely unacceptable. From here, straight into the bus, straight to the hotel. I mean, nobody. The moment the team entered, there should be a barricade at the Lisa Hotel.
But Coach, there's other guests at the hotel.
You say what?
There's other guests at the hotel.
No one has said. I mean, nobody. When
But
you
they
see,
sleep at the
section. At the section.
section.
So nobody. When they go, nobody comes
because
out.
of security reasons, logistics.
Where they eat,
sleep at
everything
a-
is different.
At a different
So you
place,
you
at
don't
a
go there
specific
if you are not
section.
part of that.
That's fair.
And
that's
Otuado
fair.
should be put his foot down. But this time, every player should have finished taking his bath or shower. Come down, let's eat.
In
pray as
all
a team.
this, if
Go
you
and
have the
sleep.
National Football Center, just carry them,
Them there.
No
Nobody
one
goes there.
Simple.
That's simple. We are spending money on Alisa Hotel. Still, the budget didn't come out. The issue of the budget is, look, Ghana, you see,
Politicians.
very typical of Ghanaians. Oh, enyashe, je no koninya was supporter, more support. Everybody's gone quiet. The budget I am hearing, the figure I am hearing for these two games, astronomical figures. I put it to them. That is why they don't want to release it. But they are lying. We'll get the value. I have a figure. I'm waiting for the confirmation. I'll come and put out the figure here. Once I get the, and you see what they don't understand is that
You have people are there.
if you don't give it out willingly,
Someone will give it to you.
we will get somebody to give it to us. And what is it? Just as when the other sports minister was reluctant, we got the figures. You remember some of those figures were put out there by the current foreign minister. So
Yeah.
there's somebody there who will bring the figures. So don't do that. The moment you do that and you are Nicodemously hiding the figures, we will also Nicodemously get to know of the figures, and then you may not be able to explain yourself. Even the budget to run Ghana for the next 12 months,
We have it.
we have it. How much? What at all is there to hide?
And
Bring
it's
the
even
budget.
broken down so you know who is
Bring the
getting
budget.
what.
Bring the budget. We have not forgotten about that. Let our team want to know. Our team go to Morocco tomorrow. Where are they going to sleep? How much are we paying on that for a room?
Are they
How
flying
many?
private or
You saw
commercial?
the number of technical men. I was asking you.
Yeah.
So we are going to pay all these people 15 technical, 15 of them. You saw the other man. You saw the stomach extremely big, like that.
Maybe it's just maybe he's a video analyst, so he doesn't need to.
No,
be
but you see, Desmond is laughing. You saw the stomach.
Oh, but
Oh,
coach,
lie.
but coach, maybe he's a video analyst, so he doesn't need.
You
to
don't
be-
need such big stomach people.
Oh,
Should not be closer to
but you see, coach,
I mean,
if he's
I know.
if he's always sitting behind the desk watching videos, of course he will
No,
be
you
big.
see, in fact, I was very scared when I saw the man's stomach. I was like, look, it's unacceptable.
Oh,
But
no,
look,
coach, I don't
congratulations
think
to
you're
the
being fair to them.
To
Maybe,
the
maybe
man.
he's a video analyst.
No,
I mean, if he's
the
sitting
number
behind the
50
desk,
there are too many.
but I'm saying the guy with the song will be sitting behind the
No,
desk.
but almost all all those in green, about half of them big stomach. We saw it.
Well, here's the thing. For me, I
Also,
think
can you find some kind of
I don't think we should be fat shaming. I don't think.
Yeah. But for that's on the lighter side. But on a more serious note, I look, like I said before the game, this game played out the way I expected it to play out, because I saw it as a means for the Black Stars to get some serious work in, not in terms of competition, but in terms of getting themselves ready for that game against Madagascar. And it played out the way I expected it to. Right now, they have the momentum. Okay, right now they have a win, they have a clean sheet, they have goals. Goals for key players. Kudu scored after a long while. Antoine Semenyo scored after a long while. Inaki Williams scored after a long while. Jordan Ayew continued his good goal scoring form in the World Cup qualifiers.
I think this might be even Semenyo's first goal in a qualifying campaign.
Yeah, it's the first in a very long time.
Yeah.
And so the goals came because Ghana has been struggling to get goals. And so if you score 5, that's a big deal. And the fact that it went to different players, and all these players are key players in the Black Stars, and so you need them to get goals, to get their confidence up ahead of more stern tests. And those stern tests will come on Monday, and in the next window, that's I believe in June. And so that's what I picked out from this game, that the Black Stars were able to get some serious work in and come out with a lot of positives. The clean sheets. Remember, Ghana consistently weren't able to get clean sheets. We're conceding goals all over the place.
This is probably,
and we're also not scoring enough.
In our last 11 games, this is our second clean sheet. So
there you have it.
It's definitely impressive in that regard.
Yeah, regardless of the opposition.
But I want to talk about 2 issues, and I hope the 2 of you can help me with this. Firstly, there's some debate about whether Ben Asare should be our keeper. That's the first question. The second question is, which players do you think did not give a good account of themselves today? Because we said a lot about the positives. So I'll start with who didn't give a good account of themselves. I think let's debate the goalkeeper thing a bit, because there seems to be some controversy about it. But so let's start with the players you felt like they didn't really meet expectations.
Even the worst player on skill level would be above average.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, who did you feel like this was an easy game and they didn't really show up? You think the fullbacks didn't?
Because there was a way that Schindler do at all. Look,
I think
he's too suspect. Everything about him is bad.
He's not a right back. That's the first thing. He's more of a winger. A winger and a striker.
And he can't run Schindler.
But
no, he's a right back.
No. He's actually, if you go and look at his history, he's actually played most of his games as a winger.
And then, why are we using him as a right back?
He can play right back. This is what I understand.
Okay.
Because he's more of a winger type player who can also deputize at right back.
I think I'll go with Kudus, because
you think he was trying too hard?
Not necessarily. Okay, well, yeah, he was trying too hard, but looking at this quality, I expected him to turn into like some prime Maradona, prime Messi, just dribble past like 5 players at a go. But he couldn't dribble past. He couldn't dribble a lot in this game successfully, and his passes were off the mark, and his shot attempts were also off the mark, aside the one that he managed to get. And on top of what you said, yeah, he was trying a little bit too hard. And so for me, yeah, I think it will be him, because you have to look at the player, the quality, the expectation, and all. Schindler, I don't expect much from him. I think he's just an okay player. So when he puts out such a performance, yeah, no big deal. The same with Gideon Mensah, no big deal. But when it's Kudus, yeah, big time player. I was expecting him to just have a field day, boss this game like he was playing in some kind of like the sun, and having a good time while doing it. But yeah, it didn't happen that way. So yeah, for me, a player who should have absolutely bossed this game but didn't, yeah, I'll go with Kudus. And should Benasari be in post? No, because like I said, he's not the right fit for Otto Addo's philosophy or his system, in the sense that he's not comfortable with the ball at his feet. Also, we saw in the second half where Chad had a quick succession of corner kicks, and he fumbled 2 of those 3 corner kicks. It was the last one that he managed to grab it easily. And in that sense, he's not an improvement or an upgrade on what we've seen so far from Wallacott and Atizigi. And so, if you are not able to step up from in terms of that particular category, then you are not standing out for me. So, if they pick him, fine. If they don't pick him, I'll go with Atizigi. But I'm leaning towards he more or less just coming into the system and building up a little bit of experience, because this was a game that I think at the back of his mind, so I don't knew that this team wouldn't give me a lot of trouble. So let me just go out there and do a little bit of pleasing the home crowd, because he's a homeboy. Heart of folk. Yeah. He grew up here in Accra. It's the first time we are playing in Ghana this year. First time World Cup qualifiers in a long while. Those things. It's part of football. It's politics, you know. And so, in order to satisfy all these areas, and knowing very well that he has this whole great statistic about him, 12 clean sheets in 18 league games.
That's a lot.
Yes, and the fact that it's the Ghana Premier League, I know that that will score a lot of points with the GFA hierarchy, and I know that the GFA will use it as a narrative moving forward. That, oh look, you complain about us not providing opportunities for Ghana Premier League players, but look what we did. We started a Ghana Premier League goalkeeper in a World Cup qualifier. So in that sense, I get why he started the game ahead of Atizigi and Joseph Wallacott. But moving forward in games against Mali, especially that game against Madagascar, I seriously doubt that he would be the one imposed.
You see,
as a starter,
from what they have done, when I said I'm talking about the technical team, it would be extremely difficult not to start him on Monday, because we know the way our people here speak about their football. I would not start him on Monday. But if we were to start Ati or Wallacott and we get beat, people will question that it's a World Cup qualifier, very competitive World Cup qualifier. Because if you have started Partey, you started Jordan, Inaki, you see, he fielded a very strong team.
Yeah.
So for him to have picked him, the message sent across is that they are seriously considering him to be his number 1 choice. Because if they don't start him on Monday, there wasn't the need to start him today. Because what you don't want to do is
he needs to build
there has to be a connection
between
him and the back line.
Yeah.
So you don't. I will be shocked if he doesn't start on Monday.
I wouldn't be shocked, because at the end of the day, even 2014 World Cup,
I'm coming.
We dropped Kouassi in the middle of the tournament and brought in Fatah down.
It didn't pay off.
So I wouldn't be surprised.
At the end of the day, Fatah caught the ball and gave it to Ronaldo. We got beat. You remember?
Oh, wow.
He saved a shot from Ronaldo. He was jubilating.
I remember that day.
2 minutes later, he was giving the ball to Ronaldo for him to score.
We ordered pizza. The pizza turned to ashes in my
mouth.
So
the point I'm making is that I don't have any problem they starting him today, but I'll have problem with it if they don't start him on Monday.
So you want him to start on Monday?
He has to,
because he started today.
Definitely.
But do you think he's the best keeper for the job? That's a separate question. I guess.
In terms of the making of saves, I think he is the best. But like you have said, in terms of being complete as a goalkeeper, I think I'll always pick Ati ahead of him.
Okay.
Because what you don't want, people don't know him. The moment teams begin to realize that he's not comfortable with the ball at feet, the moment the ball is given to him, the pressing and stuff like that, you don't know how he's going to handle that. So for me, it was a bold decision by the technical team. If they choose not to start him on Monday, I don't have a problem. But if they don't start him and we get beat,
the narrative won't
we'll
be good.
Come back to this.
Yeah.
And that is what I thought.
So, coach, I just wanted to get back to you on the Kingsley Schindler. I went to check. So, according to Transfer Market, he's played 117 games as a right winger, 91 games as a right midfielder, before 83 games as a right back. So, those are his 3 most common positions. So, he's played generally like the whole right side, but mostly right midfield and right wing. So, that's why I say he's not much of a right back.
Him, technically, he's not good. 1v1 for somebody who's played as a winger, he does 1v1 with the ball.
If he's played this wing, then he should be playing more in midfield.
Okay.
Because if you play him as a right fullback, that's one of your biggest assets.
Yes.
For instance, Philip Lahm, when the speed started declining, he was moved into midfield, and he played as a central midfielder.
I'm just giving the information.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if you are going to keep on playing him in the starting lineup, then right fullback shouldn't be the place where we play him, because even the Chad players on a couple of occasions in the foot race, the player didn't look the fastest, but he was
never catching the player.
He still got beat, and that, no wonder he doesn't get a starting berth when Tariq Lamptey is around, when Ali Duseidu is around, because those guys, they have that speed.
So for me, he's not. And look, he's a big worry. If you watched Madagascar
he's not a natural right back.
That's what I'm saying. That it is looking like he's the right back we'll be using on Monday. If you watch Madagascar play on Wednesday, one thing they don't joke with is their wing play. I watched them play the Black Stars in Kumasi, where it took that Inaki last-minute header to beat them. They gave Gideon Mensah like this. He went through hell. That day, it was Ali Duseidu. He also went through hell as a right back.
And he's much better defensively.
He's much better than Schindler. And in games where Schindler have played as a right back away from Ghana, he's never had things easy at all. So that is a concern. But look, whatever it is, he's the one who will be taken on Monday. So everything is pointing to the fact that Monday's game is going to be a very difficult game. That is why I don't know why we decided to play the game today. This game should have been played yesterday.
And I think the last thing we'll do just before we kind of wrap it up, what changes would you make to this lineup? You've seen the lineup we had today. Which players would you bring in and which players will you remove? I think for Monday.
Play a back three.
So I'll start with.
He may not play a back three, but one thing that he cannot also do, he cannot play only Thomas Partey in midfield. Thomas Partey alone cannot be given the task to protect the back line. We have established that Jiku and Salisu are not the best in terms of pace. So anytime we are as a team lured forward and our defenders are compelled to push up, one pass, we saw it against Central African Republic, if you remember, the 2 goals, we beat them 4-3 in Kumasi. 2 of the goals we considered lack of pace. We saw it against Sudan. We lost 2-0. All the 2 goals we considered lack of pace. Again, you want to stop that from happening. So for me, on Monday, it cannot only be Thomas Partey. Now, if you look at the front guys, Kudus, Nyama, Jordan, Inaki Williams, and then Semenyo, the man has a big decision to make. Who would he drop to accommodate who? I would want to see Thomas Partey and Abu Francis.
Yeah, I agree with you on
I
that.
want to see the 2 of them start. And then by starting the 2 of them, Kudus, Ernest Nyama, Inaki Williams, Semenyo or Jordan, one of them will have to give way.
I'll be honest. If it was up to me, I would drop Jordan.
Same
but
here.
It's very difficult now that we've made him captain.
Exactly.
But it's not difficult.
No,
we've
Ghana.
seen captains who start from the bench.
That is, but our people here, they can't do it.
Especially when he's easy.
You have to game plan for the
you
opposing
dropped the
team.
man he was complaining at to Kwesi Appiah. Now you've made him captain.
You have to game plan for. Yes, but you let him know. But you let him know that you have to, as a captain, you have to sacrifice for the team, the good of the team, and he would be the first person on the list should we qualify to USA, Canada, and Mexico. So if you want to play in another World Cup,
then
You see,
sacrifice.
It's not that I disagree with you, but you know the politics of these things, which is also something we can't escape. It's not a purely tactical decision. There's politics involved, because even this
Because
keeper
one
decision.
thing that we are all not talking about today, when we lost the ball in the final attacking third, we didn't immediately go to win the ball back. We allowed Chad to play, and then we decide to go and press. Then a mistake is made. Then we win the ball. But against Madagascar, when they lose the ball high up the pitch, they need to at least try and start the defending from there. If they don't start the defending from there, and the likes of Jordan and co start walking off the Madagascar players, then we are going to be in big trouble. So, like I said, in midfield, there has to be a change. The shape cannot be only Thomas Partey.
No, that one I agree with you.
Thomas Partey and Abu Francis. As to who gives way, I don't know who will give way.
But you want a back
I
three.
want a
So
back three.
which centre back
I'm
would
trying
you?
to remember the
Is it-
centre back options.
Let me go and find
There's
the
centre
team.
back options there. There's Jiku, there's Salisu, there's the one who brought the boy, the other left-footed player who played in Turkey. I mean, he was introduced.
Jerome Opoku.
Jerome Poku was introduced today.
There's Jerome Opoku, Razak Simpson, and those are
Maybe
the centre
I'll bring
backs.
out if to go a 3 back. Maybe but see,
I'll go with
you
a
see,
3
I'm
back.
coming. Just a minute. The 3 back, the one in the middle should be very comfortable on the ball.
Because he has
I don't
he has
trust
all the
Jiku.
time.
I don't trust Salisu. I believe these two guys under pressure, they tend to value the ball.
Yeah.
And we saw it today. Anytime they went long, they gave the ball away. If the Spanish boy, what is the name?
Abdul Mumin.
If Abdul Mumin was around, then you put him in the middle of these two, where he's the better controller. I mean, he's very comfortable on the ball, passing the ball from the receiving the ball off them when they are under pressure, that he can pass from the back. But because of that, the only possible choice is the Nations FC boy, because it will be very difficult to have 2 left-footed players as being part of the back 3. You understand? That brings an imbalance in my view.
Because that means Jiku is also forced to go right centre back for sure.
Sure.
And I don't think he's that good defending wide because of his lack of pace.
Exactly.
And in fact, one of my issues with Jiku is that he tends to dive into tackles. He's very rash. So if he's going to be defending out
under
wide,
pressure, he will concede a yellow card.
Exactly.
Under pressure, once the yellow card is given to, if you watch him over the years, once he gets that, it slows him down.
Yeah.
After 60, 70 minutes, then he start. It's just about basic defending. Clear, atoli, aneya. Nakaneya be an akpatra.
but you see, in the case of Yao's thing, you have to drop 2 of the attackers who started. It won't be just one because your
if you
midfield.
do a back
I'll
three.
play-
So I'm wondering
I'll go-
which 3 attackers would you go with if
I'll
you
go
went to
with
the back 3?
a 3-4-3, and so I'll go with Antoine Semenyo and Nesnyama and Iñaki Williams.
So you play Kudus in
Kudus and
central.
Partey.
Really?
Yeah, knowing very well that they will have enough cover in midfield with their wing backs.
Okay.
So that's what I'll
that's
do. I'll drop
interesting.
Jordan Ayew. Yes.
Okay.
I'll drop Jordan Ayew.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But I will not trust Kudu as being one of the 2.
Yeah, that's what I was.
I wouldn't
That's
trust
what
him.
I would have.
Because you see that boy, you tend to see him a bit more on the ball. But when the team have to create some form of defensive block, even in the Premiership, you hardly see him do it.
With 2 wing backs and 3 central defenders, I think you have
I
enough
was
cover.
thinking that-
And Thomas Partey, a world-class defensive midfielder.
But
I think you have enough.
I was-
Partey is not running around that he used
Yes,
to do.
but his positioning, his awareness, I think you
I
have enough
I
cover.
was thinking with your system.
Yeah.
I'd rather have Abu and Partey in the middle, and then the front 3 will be Kudus on the right, Semenyo on the left, and then Iñaki Williams to the middle, based on the way I was expecting you to
Yeah,
go
but
with.
that means you are dropping your most informed attacker, and that's Ernest Nyama. In the lead up to
That
in the
is
lead
true.
up
That-
to
that is
the
true. He's
qualifiers,
been doing
was
very
the
well
most
in club
informed
and club
the
form.
last month. He was the most
I
informed.
don't
forward.
disagree, but for me, those are the players who have. I trust a bit more with the Black Stars, if you get what I'm saying. But
Yeah,
I don't disagree.
If you
with
play
you.
Kudus next to Thomas Partey, it will be just like replicating what we had in at the AFCON when Ashimeru played, where we had that guy who could play, who could drive with the ball vertically, and who could put in a decent shift defensively. and was running around to ensure that, yes, it's not Thomas Partey who is doing all that dirty work. I don't trust Kudus to do it consistently, but at least
because
he can get it done.
Issues with his coaches, even about his defense.
Yes, his work rate and all that. But he can get it done in Spurs. But that's when you have the numbers game. That's where the numbers game comes in. And having a wing back close to Kudus in that midfield area, that should help in that defensive aspect. So for me, that's how I would set up the team. But yeah, for sure, Jordan, I think he should make way in that starting lineup.
If we go the back three, whoever we play up front, that front three,
they need to work.
And that's why you need to drop Jordan, because you need energy, you need speed.
But the funny thing is, that's actually the one thing Jordan does
very
well.
No. Of late, he doesn't do that.
But if you have,
that's what he's known for.
See,
Maybe I've not watched a lot of Leicester. I've not watched a lot of Leicester this season, so I don't want to.
His distance covenant, all those things.
But he still has high tackles,
now.
interceptions, and blocks. He still has the high numbers for that. Granted,
and like Coach said, against Chad, and this is against Chad, we lost the ball in the final third, and we didn't press intensely because at the end of the day, you didn't have all three men across the front line who are excellent in that regard, because they do not. It's not all of them that have that high work rate, that speed. But between Enes Nyama, Antoine Semenyo, and Iñaki Williams, you have that.
That's fair. Anyway, I think we'll wrap it up here. We'll continue this discussion on Monday. It's been a pleasure, Coach Yao. Edwin, Gabi, thank you for all your hard work today, and thank you for listening. We will see you guys later.
City 97.3.